100
slap the
girlfriends.
cheeks. Yeah, 100 girlfriends.
Yes, I'm slapping my cheeks, Reyes. But which ones?
Cheeks?
Yeah. Oh!
You decide, dear viewer.
How goes it, my friendos?
How have you been?
That's when they answer.
Still alive?
Let's like Blue's Clues or Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
Let's just be silent for like 2
How
seconds.
have you been?
Very cool.
That's great. Yeah.
Oh no!
Me too.
Your mother in a terrible car accident?
Oh, no, it's like the Futurama thing is like, what was it like?
Shreds, you say?
Yeah, you say.
Fantastic. So there's a couple things to start off with. I think there's a lot has happened since our last traditional mainline part of the lore of Chaos Squared videos. The live streams are our filler episodes, and who even knows if the spin-offs are like OVAs, I don't know. So Moonlight put out a video, and if somehow you watch us and you haven't seen that video, it's got like 30K views. He managed to truly jump over the moon and capture a star with his bare hands and make his magnum opus. He did it. He got Karne, he got Iku, he got Rentaro, and the narrator. English dub VAs.
Voice. Yeah.
No, he got the actual characters.
Yep.
That'd be an epic chapter.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like he makes it sound like he's just getting the VAs, whatever. Then he pulls up with a chapter from the book, and it's just him in the book interview.
But he like collabs with Nakamura to like ask to interview the characters. That's that's the end goal, guys. That we're gonna get that before Moonlight does. I swear to God.
He totally content mogged us with that 4-person interview. So we have to one up him with our own crazy fucking.
We have to real life mog
showcase.
him by showing up to his house with baseball bats and Molotov cocktails.
Okay, that sounds less like mogging and more like mobbing, but yeah, okay.
Oh, simple mistake to make. I hope you understand.
You got the bat on the hand, like, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
The nail sticking out of it, like, oh, sorry.
Fantastic. But anyway, so I wanted to thank Moonlight. I kind of wanted to like do a professional setting thank you to Moonlight, because he not only does he do that cool video, but he shouts us out at like multiple times in that video, and he even allowed Reyes and I to both ask questions that he asked while glazing us, so it was very, very cool of him. Ever since, we've gained, I think, nearly 30 plus subscribers since that video's come out, and his shout out in the video. Our Discord has gained many, many members. So I just wanted to thank Moonlight by basically saying, it's the dream of all white guys in their mid-20s to have a podcast, but not many of them succeed. And I am privileged to have a moderately successful podcast, and look at me. It's not. I've even got a not white guy. It's
yeah. And speaking of other non-white guys in the community, Backtracks. You might have noticed that he hasn't been doing the weekly.
I think he's back
live
now,
translations. Right? Yeah, he's back now.
Let's go.
What he's back from is a trip to the land of the rising sun. Nihongo. He was there. Cavorting with deers and other things. I think that's the only thing that he shared with us.
Presumably.
Yeah, secret. Yeah, he's actually getting the collab with Nakamura and Nozawa before us. And now we're gonna have to do something even crazier to showcase our bona fides. But yeah,
I started a real life polycule with Nozawa.
Yeah, with Nozawa and Nakamura.
He can come too, I guess. I'm kidding. Let's see.
He's the bottom bitch in the polycule.
I'm getting that vibe. Let's see. But anyway, so there's that. And then I guess we could briefly talk about, you reminded me, the Me daily life, right? It's just more confirmation of what we've already known. Me is dreadfully, painfully gay for Nano, despite any Russian members of the community that may have told you differently.
Yes, it may have given you some Russian misinformation.
That's what they're known for. They're government. They're government, specifically. But if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. Okay. So, shall we get to the chapter, or was there anything else you wanted to mention?
Then there is the... Oh, God, my voice. I've been talking too little.
That's okay. My mouth is full of almonds right now.
Yeah, I got the squirrel thing going on. But yeah, we got the Rentaro families, daily lives, chapter 5.5. Well, I guess
I ain't talking about that shit.
Why not?
Because we got peak right in front of us, and you're making me sift through the trough.
It's a little funny moment. There's a what the cat moment, you know.
Should I? Do you want me to go back and click on it? Do I need the visual?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Just know in the comments that this is Reyes' fault. This is Reyes' fault.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some what the cat fans out there who would be sorely disappointed if we didn't show them.
What the cat sounds like a shitty like fucking Saturday morning cartoon.
Yep. Because we got the little chibi versions of Saki and the other ones.
I like her running up and tearing the box. That was pretty good.
Yeah. That must have taken a lot of effort from her.
Oh. Listen, as someone with developing carpal tunnel, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the characters are well casted, especially Saki. She feels like a big bad wolf, you know.
Was the big bad wolf in the original like a fraud? I don't think so, right? That wasn't. Like
I don't. Well, I mean, it's a good cast for character, like her character archetype. Her individual personhood can't really pull it off. But I don't actually remember what the character of the big bad wolf was. I keep confusing him in my mind.
He fucked up the straw house, the Red Riding Hood, and the wood house, and then the
I know that, but I know what he did. I'm talking about what's like his.
I don't think he had like a deep character. It's like a little baby story for babies.
Yeah,
this isn't like the Grimm's fairy tale, or is it? I don't know. I don't think so. If it was the Grimm's fairy tale, the children would have like died or something, or been eaten and digested, and then they would have
broken down the house and like torn them limb from limb.
Yeah, and then this is because you didn't listen to your parents.
Right.
This is because you asked for an Xbox 360.
Yeah, probably the main thing here is, Nakamura's ability to capture the likenesses of the girlfriends has really gone up.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially having recently seen that one Momiji, that one group shot he did in the Momiji intro chapter. I mean, like, bro's really coming up there.
It feels like his trick is to like. Obviously the main like work is the face, and then he kind of like plonks them
the
on
hair
these,
as well.
like these. He loves these little like chibis, which is like a genius little trick because like no one's expecting like high quality goon art in these spinoffs.
Yes, Nakamura is a say-so artist or writer. You know, he doesn't do anything. All the horniness was actually just Nozawa's input.
I genuinely think that's true. Nakamura's like, I've only ever wanted to draw a wholesome story, and this fucking lewd woman keeps forcing my hand.
Lewd, yeah. The Greeks were onto something with all this. Like, women are the real lewd ones, you know. It's like us men have to keep them in check, you know.
It's true. We've been capping their power levels. Now is the time to take the Kenpachi eye patch off for you Bleach fans.
Right.
Of all women, if you really want to save the birth rates, we must let women be horny. Rise up, women, and be horny.
Mm-hmm. Be ferally horny.
Amazing. Anything specifically you wanted to mention? Because my mind's been so on the absolute peak that we were delivered that I've just erased most of this from my mind.
Yeah, I guess Matsuri Uber driver.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Very out of place, but somehow feels very very fitting for her.
Right, because in this moment you ask yourself, what is the timeline here? What world are we existing in? Is this a play they're putting on?
Yeah, that's bad. I just wanted to tease the audience for about 10 minutes. You know.
There you go. So Reyes will get your load nice and thick before he lets it out.
I mean, if you come too fast, you don't really get a chance.
It's really not that
build
great.
Up pleasure.
Yeah, I agree. Now come! Here we are!
Right.
Oh my god. So let me open up with a, well, first of all, while you're coming, let me just give you a good visual here. As I zoom into Hasua's shorted pants. Shorted thighs. Or Kimari, not to be underdone. Yeah.
Demurely.
My goodness.
Right at you.
Don't you, when you just see these little legs, don't you just want to stick your finger in and go, because that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Do the thing where you what is it? I don't know. You like flap your fingers across her lips.
Yeah.
There's a different kind of lips.
Hey! Oh, fantastic. Okay, so let me open up by saying something potentially salacious. I believe.
Vulgar.
Yes. Oh my god. My vulgar loose lips. I think top 10 chapters of the series. This chapter. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I did hear you saying that, and I don't know if I would. Definitely, probably top 10 this year, without a doubt.
Sir, we've gotten like 10 chapters.
yeah, that makes it really easy for me to say that.
Commit to okay. How about top 20 chapters of the series? You got to be able to.
Okay, definitely, yeah.
Oh, I think if we recently did that top 10 chapters with Moonlight. I think this would probably make it into like my at least the like 5 to 10 range of that.
It wasn't also with Backtracks.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry, man. I was saying the headliner.
Backtracks goes on vacation for like a month, and then Moonlight gets 4 VAs from the dub thing. So suddenly,
Backtrack's got to catch up, man. He's got to stay relevant. This is a YouTube game. It's fucking ruthless.
Yeah, bro's gonna have to do like a 10-hour stream catching up on all the shit that's happened.
It's true.
All the chapters.
Well, he came back when Nakamura. Nakamura does do this thing where he reminds us that he's him. Right when you start to forget. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like bro only remembers shit when the anime is airing, because like even like several callbacks to stuff that's happening in this part of the story. I'm like we need to have more seasons of the anime. Otherwise Nakamura's gonna fucking forget his own series. Like
I know we get this beautiful like continuity happening every once in a while in these chapters, and it really does. It feels
I think
so
something
different.
Similar happened when season 2 was airing.
I remember you mentioned it because weren't we reviewing it when season 2 was airing? We were. Yeah. I wish I could. What were they calling back to? Can we remember specifically? Was it one of the baby chapters or? I don't know.
I mean, I honestly, I'm not gonna remember.
Well, let's see here. What did I want to bring up? So, are we gonna attempt to go in order, or should we just say fuck that and bounce?
I mean, some of my jokes do kind of require order, but I think
we'll try, and then when it fails, you cannot stop.
No, when it fails, okay.
This is why you've gone much further in your life and your goals than I have. Okay.
Sequencing is very important.
It's true. So here we are. First thing I have is, and I don't know if anyone else in the world thought about this other than me. Crazy that the 250th chapter of this series came out on the 250th anniversary of America.
Yep, I've seen other people make that mention as well.
No, just me.
Yeah, they're all just red. They're red. Many.
I have 20 alternate accounts.
He's doing the Rentaro strat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you guys know? I was trying to make Natty was sad that not enough people were mentioning that connection, so I logged on.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think we got the season 3 so quickly? I mean, I was all red buying all the Blu-rays, making all the Twitter and social media traffic, so they're like,
making
oh my God,
calls,
really popular.
Yep. Standing outside of Bibbery with a threatening look and a baseball bat with nails.
Yes.
But yeah, so, and then let's see. I love it when these chapters discuss the logistics of meeting up on the roof. A truly admirable level of love to synchronize all these schedules, right? So like it's rare where we get these moments where it's like, oh yeah, they have to stay behind a little bit, right? It is truly amazing that they all find time still to all be up at this roof at the same time. So it feels like a little bit more like realistic when there's like a couple that can't make it, which I like a lot. Which, of course, foolishly, I didn't realize. I should have known that this was like Chekhov's everything. I didn't realize that these two being late. Anyway,
I wasted like 10 minutes trying to like account for all the GFs in that little, the classic thing.
The little let's do
grid, thing. Yeah, because I got the math wrong at the beginning, so I was like trying to I had to like count off all of them.
You're counting, and you're like, well, this is wrong, and then you scroll down, and then they're like, oh, they're late.
Yes.
So here's another interesting thing too is like you scroll down and obviously it's for this bit here. Kusari is in her adult form.
Yeah.
And the nips are out.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I guess Nozawa maybe breastfeeding really reminded her of the nip naps.
Well, I'm sure they're engorged.
Yeah. Seeing Kusari it feels like a fucking spouse of a soldier who's just returned home. Like there's a happiness muddled by the fact like my love will have to leave sooner rather than later. And in this case, she left after just one panel.
Well, you know what the question that was brought to my mind when I saw this was like, what was happening before Rentaro? Like, what was the cause for her being in this form? Like, was someone like, hey, Kusari, it's been too long, man. Can you bring him out? Bring up the naps.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah. I mean, I'll let this hour be the hour that I'm 18-year-old for the day. You know, it's like,
it's just, I do love that.
I just randomly do it.
I mean, you probably, that is interesting because she canonically isn't a huge fan of that form. She prefer, and why wouldn't you be, right? I mean, like, even though I look back fondly at being 18, like, oh yes, I wasn't in pain at all, everything was perfect. But comparing 18 to 8, I imagine if you're cognitive
like when I was an 18-year-old, how did I feel about being 8? not really. I don't remember really looking back in that time as being super fond. But,
But like,
I guess Kusari's different
from a pure like physicality perspective, right? Like you're zero joint pain, pure energy, and like
you're lighter, so you can you can do things that you can't do once you hit puberty, I guess.
Yeah, and to Kusari, her tits are like annoying, like genuinely just a burden.
I mean, they're big enough that they would literally like be obstructing her vision of things that you're trying to do on the desk.
Oh my god, I bet she's knocked over so many vials with those things. She's like, God damn. But no, I've always thought that was a really interesting dynamic that I hope they explore more. Because like I've talked about this a lot too. Like the idea that she goes back to being 8, but she's cognitively 18. But like also because she's physically going back to being 8, there's probably like the neurons are different or there's less of them. I don't know the science behind that. So like she's got the memories of being 18, but like she becomes less mature. It's really, really interesting. You could really
got the content of an 18-year-old mind, but the structure of an 8-year-old brain. Very, very interesting shit. Real sci-fi type stuff.
Yeah, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun did something similar. Although this was like pretty much subtext. Like I didn't see the canon ever diving into this idea, but it was something I was interested in. Hanako's little brother got like fucking immortality stasis in like a ghost chamber. I'm not going to go into the details, but like
I'll just accept that for the sake of the story.
He's vibing with a ghost, and he was like young as fuck. What was he, like 12, 11? I don't even know. But then he was vibing in that, like, it was basically like a facsimile of his childhood home, and he was vibing in there for like 50 something years. So I was like, this is interesting because he's like, his brain like froze as a child basically, but he's experienced 50
he's got
years
way more experience than any child age would have.
Yeah, so when he comes, and that's like kind of a cool concept because like he's there and then he comes back, but from the people in real life's perspective, it happens in like a blink of an eye. So like he goes missing, he comes back, and all of a sudden he's like way different and like creepier and weirder. So like I always
reminded.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm also reminded of interviews with a vampire. Where I think one of the vampires in that story was also a like 12-year-old or like 8-year-old girl, whatever.
Oh.
And she's had a similar. It was more tragic in that scenario. Or I guess I don't know how tragic the Toilet Bound Hanako one was, but that was much
pretty
more
tragic. It was
probably similar levels of tragedy there. But.
Well, in Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, the reason he goes into ghost stasis is because his twin brother has like a chronic illness, and then this ghost is like, "Give me your body, and then I'll heal your little brother." And he's like, "Bet," and then he does that. But then because of bootstrap paradox time fuckery, he finds out that his brother ends up killing himself anyway. So he's like, "What the hell did I just fucking give my body up for? If you're gonna kill yourself anyway." But it turns out he ends up killing himself because he comes back and he starts to bully him so much about it. So it's like, oh, you caused that. Wow. I don't think his brain couldn't handle that level of thought with the time travel shit. But yeah, no. So he comes back and then he's basically just like does this like, "You suck, you fucking suck, you should kill yourself."
Now
do it. Yeah, so
lightning bolt.
Indeed. But yeah, loved that series until it answered the main question that I cared about, and then I was like, all right, you can end now.
Damn. Classic. Maybe not mistake, but thing that happens.
Well, I think that's the fear of most of these. Like, we always talk about how Nakamura cooks with the whole not dangling the will they won't they for trillion chapters. I think that's why most authors do that, is because they perceive that the readers will do that, but it's like, not if you are interesting with your story.
In this case, though, the will they won't they is will Nakamura and Nozawa live long enough to finish this damn story?
It's for me, it's can they just pull it off, like logistically? Like I'm so excited to see.
I mean, at this point, I believe in them.
Me too.
I'm really just hoping. I'm really just praying on their physical health and well-being.
They're young. This ain't
true.
You know what I mean? This ain't like fucking Oda. You know?
Yeah,
like,
they're our age, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because like One Piece.
I keep forgetting that.
Right? One Piece is about to hit 30. Like 30 years next year, right? I don't think 100 Girlfriends will go that long. You know, I think it'll maybe. What did we determine? Is this like a 15 to 20 type series? So I think it'll be a-okay.
We got about 33 girlfriends in 5 years. So
there you go.
Basic math, and that'd be about 15 years, unless Nakamura starts doing some wild shit. We'll see.
Exciting. But yeah, let's see. Please, let me pass it off to you. I've been yapping up a storm. Go ahead.
Okay. Uto throwing
dude, massive shade.
Like, bro was not letting Kishi have even a single moment of a cool factor. I mean, kind of fucked up, honestly, because like, I mean, if Kishi
she didn't need to do that.
yeah. Like if Kishi turned around, snuck up on Uto, and it said boo. I mean, suddenly the shoe would be in the other foot. You know, it's like
literally so like, true. So okay,
he's really throwing glass. I would say glass shoes in. I don't know, stone houses or some weird
she's
shit
throwing
like that.
glass shoes in a stone oh fuck, I was trying to think of a shoe store name, but I actually don't know any shoe store names.
Locker?
Sure, yeah. I put Uto feeling more ruthless lately. Having a fangirl has upped her confidence, ?
Well, yeah, maybe.
It kind of feels that way, doesn't it?
Starting to feel validated in her, because I think most of the time the other GFs was like, girl, what the fuck are you saying? But yeah, recently she's gotten a little validation.
She's also doing what I've wanted from Uto, which is because like I understand the bit is that her shit makes no sense, but like I personally like it better when it's still like, I don't know, avant-garde and really over the top, but it does make sense. Those are my favorite Utoisms.
It makes me feel like a smarty pants when I can decipher her deep words.
Yeah, and you know, you can choose to perceive this as like off-screen studying from Uto. You know, like you remember that the Christmas gift you got for her in our Christmas stream was like wasn't it like a bunch of like deep poems or thoughts or
like cones?
Yes. So I like that a lot, and I also like the headcanon that like, I mean, listen, man, if I had someone that was on that like I'd lick the toilet seat that you just sat on energy, I'd be a little creeped out, but it also would up my self-confidence a lot, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, good. But no, it is fucked up. I hadn't even considered like what you said, where like she could have just, because it almost feels like inevitable, like an act of God that this. Oh, of course she's gonna do her baby thing, but no. If people just left her the fuck alone, she could have had one moment of aura,
right?
For this new girl.
Oh my lord.
Oh. But no, and that kind of leads me naturally into one of the other things I want to say about this chapter. Goodbye to your order, my friend. It really does feel like a hazing, this chapter, more than a lot of them. And like, I love that, because it really does feel like they're like, oh, this girl's not into the lewd shit. Fucking unacceptable.
Yeah, like
this ain't gonna work.
Hikari really coming out here with the from behind back type shit.
This is a Bleach shot. Like, this is Bleach, bro.
Yeah. In my mind, I'm seeing like the panning shot, like Hikari's panning to the right, Ron's panning to the left, and we do these zoom in smash cuts, and like.
Oh my God, Reyes! Do you know I dream of days like these for 100 Girlfriends. When the canon is just fucking dripping with my agenda. Our agenda, Reyes.
Yes, yep.
Oh, it's so good. And you know, I put in my notes, where did I put it? I put, where I can't find, oh, here we go. Yep. I can't help, so I got a lot of notes. I can't help but view this as a direct response to Reyes' criticism of the series from a few streams ago. I actually wanted to ask you your thoughts on that.
Criticism?
So, on our like roasting the series stream, one of your big things was like the way that the series tackles like lewdness and sexuality, and how it should be kind of like, hey, it's fine to have sex with your girlfriends, it's fine to be horny, you know. So like this is like, and something we had mentioned in the last chapter was like Rana's introduction to the series could be like a big moment of like interjecting more of those kind of stories into the series.
Yeah, it could have been. Poor Hikari was fucking trying, but Rentaro having none of it. Like, bro really said, no.
I know, dude. I put there's a question mark
Fuck
too.
Up, Rentaro.
Oh, beyond that though, like
she was aura farming so hard, bro. You can't even give her a bone.
Listen, I don't think that deleted her aura farming at all, because like that is Rentaro's...
No, I'm like saying reward her a little.
Oh,
like,
I agree.
Like at least give her like one titty grope a day or something. Like.
Genuinely, yeah. Well, like how a cat gets one of those churro sticks or whatever. Oh my god. No, I mean genuinely, like this is. I really do want to talk about this Hikari moment here, because this is like this chapter. One of the reasons I do consider it a top 10 chapter for me is because there are like 3 separate moments.
Yeah, there's so many beats.
So many beats, but also like the beats are all like generational moments in the entire series. Like, I literally put for just if the chapter ended after this Hikari moment, I would have said top 30 chapters in the series. I'm not even fucking kidding you. This went well and beyond, above and beyond my expectations. So I put here, what follows is a string of the most peak panels in the entire series. Because I'm writing this as I read, as always, right? I was like screaming with Hikari is basically like, oh really? And like it's so rare where they use the term polyamory in this series as well. And I don't
polygamous, but
whatever, you know.
I was a little disappointed by that.
Oh really? What is the difference, my friend?
Because polygamy is like the classic one man marries like a bunch of women, whereas polyamory is not necessarily marriage. It's more about the romantic feelings of like love and whatnot and passion and all that. Whereas polygamy is just more strictly speaking a marriage thing, usually related to religion.
But check this out, motherfucker. How about this? That's a motherfucker of love, by the way. I'm just really excited.
Motherfucker affectionate.
So Hikari, though, because I wrote this in my notes because I'm again the agenda, the sweet dripping barbecue sauce agenda dripping into my mouth off of the ribs. It seems to me like a certain someone now wants us to go from 36 partners to 37. Okay, the wording there is not Rentaro to go from 36 partners to 37, us, right? What is my like number one agenda that every time it's even hinted at, I love that the idea that they're all marrying each other, not just all marrying Rentaro, right? So I mean, the way Hikari is wording this is very much like, but there's gonna be a lot of jumping around because like just coming here, I've skipped like 10 notes. So there's a moment up here where she says, that is it. If I'm going to be part of this Rentaro family group, I absolutely refuse. Group is an important word there. Then I absolutely refuse to let you blah, 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 right? So, and I write, and again, I'm going page by page here. I say, the way she calls it a group is interesting. Feels like she's trying to rationalize it in her head as some sort of club rather than a polyamorous relationship. And I wrote that before scrolling down and seeing what Hikari said. So I then put, oh shit, called it, and then I keyboard mashed. And so like basically the interpretation that I had was the exact same. The conclusion I came to was the exact same that Hikari came to. Right? It's like, oh, I'm going to basically put it in your face. Like, this is a polyamorous relationship. You cannot hide from that. You cannot run from that. This is not a little hangout group. We are all gonna fuck each other at some point. If it was up to me, we'd already be doing it. Me, Hikari, Hanazono.
Yeah, we don't want people to mistake that as you saying me, Red Alexander.
Yeah, I had to make sure.
That's also true.
If it was up to me and I was in this polyamorous relationship, we'd be fucking.
Yes, and it's also very apropos of the first girlfriend to be pulling another one into the fold. Like
so based.
Girl's so it's like she's like a natural. It's like
yes. Oh my god.
Like, he literally just totally deconstruct her like the fucking last 2 episodes of Evangelion type shit.
Where do I write this? It's so good, man. Like I love the fact that like this is an interest because I did not expect this chapter to go in the direction of Rana accepting her lewdness so quickly. I really thought that was going to be her main, because these girls, some of them have arcs that wrap up immediately. Think Kogoe and her little hair thing, right?
Yeah.
But then some of them have arcs that are literally series long. You know what I mean? Like Sue and her hating math thing, right? So here you have Rana, who I was convinced was going to be the and I'm sure she'll still be instinctually icked to it, but she in words is basically saying really you'd let me be lewd, you're cool with me being lewd, which by the way, her saying that completely shifts her entire character, because in intro chapter you get the vibe that I didn't get any vibe that she secretly actually wanted to be lewd. The only vibe I got was basically that she was
Wait, we're talking about, I think on page 10.
So Rana they say, we're accepting, nothing to worry about, we're all wild, we can all be loose and vulgar together, please don't be upset. And then she all says, would you all really? ... And then Karne cuts her off.
I guess I was interpreting that, would you all really accept me, despite, because this is a very sweet moment, but there's a little bit of genuine cult initiation going on here, which Karne kind of alludes to. But it's like for example, Hikari didn't actually dispel Rana's fears that she is lewd and salacious woman. She actually affirmed them, but then used that to essentially make Rana feel like their entire family is the only place that would accept her. Which is kind of fucked up.
That's a crazy perception. Okay, so we're perceiving this differently, but your perception is valid. Your perception is valid. I love it. Say what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, she says, in this family we accept everyone, even a girl as lewd and salacious as you. That's something Rana is explicitly insecure about.
Oh yeah.
Hikari could have said girl, it's not, and just because you have a bodacious bod does not mean that you're lewd and salacious. Just because you want to go to town on your boyfriend doesn't mean you're lewd. No. He said, no, you are actually that thing that you're afraid that you are, but it's okay.
No, I put that in my notes. She's gaslighting like crazy right now.
Yeah,
she's
it's not even gaslighting. It's like
40 chess.
No, there's probably a better psychological manipulation term for it, because gaslighting would be telling her, making her stop trusting her own sanity.
No, because she's talking 3 steps ahead of where Rana is, because Rana's whole thing is, no, I'm not lewd, no, I'm not, and then Hikari's like, it's okay, we all know you're lewd. it's fine. Yeah. I mean, this literally actually, Reyes, that genuinely is gaslighting. I mean, that's the example, right? Like that'd be a husband saying a woman saying, or a wife being like, I'm not mad, I'm really not mad, and then the husband's like, listen, it's okay that you're mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess because I'm so used to the discourse around gaslighting on normal I guess normal discourse was no, you dumbasses, the original meaning was from that movie, that 1920s movie, and everyone's using it to just mean lying or being a devious asshole. But
I think I'm using it correctly here. But I mean, if you disagree, you can tell me.
I mean, I don't know enough to say.
Let's look up the definition.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, because I know what the original term gaslighting is, and it's been kind of some would say bastardized in the modern lexicon, but it's
100%. Psychological manipulation and emotional abuse, where an abuser distorts the truth to make a victim doubt their own memory, perception, or sanity.
So that's not really what's happening here.
Perception, absolutely.
Hikari's playing on Rana's real
her perception of herself.
Yeah, but you. I mean, I get it's what's the word? This is getting to pedantry, which I try to avoid. My life depends on it, so I'll leave that to the viewers to kind of hash it out in the
getting into what
discussion. Pedantry, where it's like what is the exact definition of the word? No, I don't. I try not to. I try to get lost in those sort of discussions because they don't matter at the end of the day.
I can see that your instinct is to go there, though. Your fucking biology was clawing you towards it.
Pull right when I thought I was out. I pulled myself right back in.
Anyway, I see that perception, and I do think that there's an element of that, right? I mean, that is Hikari, that is the schemer, right? That is her character, and I'm happy to see that element is not gone. She is, at the end of the day, one of the more toxic girlfriends, and I like that.
Yeah, Nakamura's remembering that because of the third season came out and reminded him of the shit.
But also, another thing I like about this is that it also just, like I said earlier, it feels very much like the looter ones are like basically like they see an unsculpted ball of clay in front of them.
They see an egg.
Yes,
a lewd egg. They want to hatch it.
They genuine, because think about it, right? Like think about like imagine like the non-looters and the looters, and like in fact that'd be a funny concept for a chapter 2, if like the ones that are more non-lewd and the ones that are more lewd, they're like fighting over like we need another non-lewd one. There's too many fucking lewd ones.
Yeah, kind of like a bit of a reflection of what happened in our Discord recently.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So in our Discord we had the main chat, which of course was kind of a hodgepodge of everything. So some a small but very vocal group in our server, including me, likes to flirt a lot because it's fun, you know. Fucking a little bit of body positivity, a little bit of fucking emotional positivity, a little bit of flirting between boys. You know, we don't get enough of it. Girls get to fucking flirt all the time. Anyway, so but then, you know, there's like the majority of people that are like, hey, I kind of want to just go here and talk about 100 girlfriends. You guys are kind of fucking annoying. So we had to make a separate little chat, and it turns out it made everyone happy. What a simple solution. But yeah, no, I mean that is an interesting parallel, because Rana, but again, something I want to kind of like lock in on though is like, where do Rana's true feelings lie? Because when I read her intro chapter, the impression that I got was that I got, and you know, obviously, you know, I think all of these girls for the most part are going to be willing to have sex eventually with Rentaro, but like I got real like, Rana wants vanilla Catholic baby making sex. You know what I mean?
On the sheet, you know, lights off.
But now we've kind of changed perceptions to she has been kind of holding herself back because of being perceived that way. Like, for example, like if I grew up as like a weeb, super into anime, super into video games. Back then that was not cool. Now it's super cool, right? So there were times where I remember when it was not cool to be into Zelda and Nintendo specifically. Like, I got bullied for not being into Call of Duty and being into Zelda instead. Like, that's a baby's game, you know? And when I was a dumb kid, middle school age, in fact, I was weak-willed enough to be like, you know, they'd be like, you like Zelda? And I'm like, no, I don't like Zelda. That game sucks, you know? So now we're getting to a vibe where, like, Rana's this relationship with lewdness is secretly, she actually, like probably any teen girl, is really interested in doing lewd stuff with someone she's attracted to. But because her entire life has been plagued with this, like, fucking, you're the lewd one, she's like, no. So that really does, like, change her entire, like, character perspective, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it makes Hikari a little bit less bad in this scene, because she is, while she is gaslighting, or whatever word we want to use, it's more like forcibly cracking her lewd egg.
For my part, I'm a little inconclusive on how I feel about like, how does this, because I want to see like another chapter to kind of like properly triangulate what's going on with her,
like the Eru Tears of the Kingdom daily life segment.
Yes,
really fucking that gave us a like you said, triangulate, right? I've got 2 points on the map. I need the third one where I know where the buried treasure is. And for Eru, it was Tears of the Kingdom. I knew the direction her character was going.
But yeah, on that panel where they're all like petting her head or whatever.
Very cute panel, by the way. Look at her face. Yeah. Look at how like she literally looks. She's like a fucking scared animal being cornered.
Yeah, a little abandoned puppy. Like, thank God she got inducted into this cult. You know, we have to remember, Japan actually has like a bit of a problem with cults, and presumably because of the very very isolated, rule-oriented culture they have creates, you know, the perfect, like pitch perfect conditions for like a
can't spell culture without cult. Yeah, I say, stroking my Joker makeup.
Yeah, perfect mass of repressed, dissatisfied individuals who want to, you know, they want to exist outside of the cultural straitjacket and just be themselves. You know, like exactly what Rentaro family is all about.
Oh,
without all the like killing outsiders and shit. Well, usually without all the killing outsiders. Yeah, Rentaro he's willing to do that, but the girl, we interestingly, we haven't really seen any of the girlfriends express homicidal intent towards. Usually, we haven't seen them express.
They did have some fucking Glocks in this chapter. I'm sure they were fake.
There's I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks like these people are fucking crazy enough. They would have real deal guns, maybe even actually loaded.
Rentaro will be able to know if these have blanks in them. He'll sniff it out. We got to really go ham.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Can't bake it all.
God, but yeah, no. So I'm again, what a chapter, right? I mean, like, look at how much we've discussed just this like one panel.
Yes.
Yeah, Hikari's entire thing. I think before we move on, because like, let's also do me a favor and go to the top of page 9, Reyes. Look at how her lips are drawn, her face, her nails.
I feel like I'm being
transported
back to chapter 12 or whatever, where we had all these the classic hentai highlights on the like
this
the lips
is
of the characters.
Some of the hottest I've found Hikari's in like a very long time.
Yes, oh my lord.
It's just so cool. Hikari's doing what I would do if I was. This is like me, like in the reviewer community. I'm always like, but how could we make it looter, everyone? Hikari and I are birds of a feather. I really do love that she's like, because like, yeah, I would be kind of, I'm at the point now where I'm like lame if someone doesn't want to talk about sex. I know it's stupid, but like it makes it really hard to go to like fucking family gatherings. Like all I want to talk about is like fucking lewd shit, politics, and anime, and it's like, oh fuck, I guess politics.
The trifecta.
So like I cannot get over the fact that Hikari sees this again, this like, and it's really interesting because when this in the intro chapter we discussed that like I was excited to see the Hikari dynamic with her. I knew there would be one because she almost is the anti-Hikari here, or at least that's how I perceived her initially. So I knew that there'd be a dynamic. I actually thought that the dynamic with Hikari would be Hikari being madly jealous, and so this turn of events is actually phenomenal for both Rana and Hikari's character. This is actually really good for Hikari's character because it could have easily been a situation where Hikari was just like mauling in the background about like, oh middle schooler with tits right. as big as mine, blah, 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 blah. Karne fucking does the, you mad bro, and then we move on, right?
No, in actuality, he's grown since that meme introduction thing. That was 200 chapters ago, damn near. So he's evolved a lot. You know, he's gotten over herself, and she's able to look at another big booby woman and say, "You go, sister."
Like, you know what I like about that?
We're gonna get our man together.
Yes, exactly. Doesn't it feel like this Hikari would not have any qualms about someone like sharing the dick of Rentaro, right? Like this is a Hikari.
She wouldn't hide it behind words like, "Oh, as long as you don't, dump me, I'm totally fine." She'd be like, "Let's both enjoy this."
This is a Hikari where it's like, "Oh yeah, you sit on his face while I fucking milk his cock."
The merrier. Actually, I think what happened is like it's some Momoha influence. That's very Momoha-esque.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she probably. I mean, we know that her and Momoha have chats about their fucking porn back and forth.
Yes, they're not just chats. They literally like write porn for each other and then share it.
That is based. That's oh my god, just like me and you, Reyes.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Incredible. By the way, she fucking mogs her with words so hard that she collapses, bro. Her knees give out. Her entire character has been destroyed in one.
Yeah, Hikari took out the psychological legs from her, not just her argument, but her entire, I guess, psychology. Yeah,
it's crazy, bro. I mean, this reminds me. I had a moment like this when I got fired from a job back in 2018 for, I think I've talked about this before. I was like technically kind of violent, but it was a guy who was like harassing the fuck out of me. And even the manager basically was like, yeah, that guy is like, the wording he used was like, I've never met a person that had more of a chip on their shoulder than that guy, but they had to fire me because I put my hands on him. Basically it was just, he blocked my way as I was trying to leave because I was like I was feeling really anxious, and then like I basically just took my hand and like shoved his fucking arm out of the way. So they caught me as the aggressor on that one. But I remember when I got fired from that job, I had always seen myself as such a piece, like a little dove, like couldn't hurt a fly, gentle giant kind of guy.
Yeah, so like a Yamame.
Yeah, and when that happened, I like had like a whole crisis of self-identity because I was such a non-violent guy. Like that was like a big part of how I define myself, because I really, really don't like violence or arguing, or it just stresses me out. So it was like I couldn't believe I had that within me, right? So like she's getting this in like fast motion here, where she's like my entire identity, like what I've built myself up on, has been shattered by like 3 fucking sentences from this woman I just met.
Yeah, like he really put the leading question and getting like, I guess it would stand to reason based on your argumentation that and like she led her to her own destruction. Wild.
Let's talk about. So now that we've done that, let's head back to my beloved Kimari
Yeah,
interaction here.
and then Kahari
Dude,
as an ancillary third punchline
of
set up.
course, the 1, 2, 3 punch of any well-constructed joke. Yeah. Well, first of all, let's just talk about my favorite girl and one of your favorite girls having a beautiful interaction here. So first, I just wrote Iku Kimari interaction. I don't know if we've had very many of these, or if any at all. And I really, really like this because let me just fucking play this out for you, right? Iku's just like, "Hey, girl, I know you're stressed out. I know you're nervous. If you want, I could paddle your ass for you." And then Kimari literally is basically saying, in so many words, Kimari is like, "Iku, you cannot offer to paddle someone's ass. You just met. You just met her."
So lewd.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. And you had mentioned too, and I know this has happened before. This isn't like a first, but it is cool to see Iku return to her roots of like offering to paddle other people's asses, right?
Well, apparently, there's some controversy on how to read this.
Okay.
Line. But
tell me.
This is one thing where I will have in my agenda and say I think she's offering to paddle Rana's ass.
Okay, why is there controversy? Is that like, do I need to know the raws or is it just like from what I'm seeing here?
I don't.
All right, I am the Iku expert. Allow me. The best way to get over anything.
In the I think it was a spoiled chat that we brought it up, but there was I don't remember who exactly it was.
Shall we believe in Teasday's team and their abilities?
Well, I mean, Teasday is saying I think he's just suggesting her get paddled. I'm not sure.
That doesn't make any sense. Iku is telling her to stick her ass out.
Yeah, that's why I got my agenda and I'm sticking to it.
Well, then what? Give me the evidence. Then what is there like? Are the raws different? Like, what's the vibe?
Okay, well, I mean, they didn't say anything about the raws. There's all the like Hexo.
What
is Well, okay, well, no, wait. Hexa was raining on me saying that was her first time doing that, but she's done that with other people before.
Which I knew because I am the Iku X. Okay. Iku would never just keep that pleasure to herself. That's what I like about Iku. I don't know if you remember, one of my favorite things I ever wrote about Iku was like the idea that like Iku doesn't perceive herself as special. Iku doesn't think that only she can do what she does. Iku thinks that given a mindset change, anyone can do what she does.
I remember something similar happened with the May chapter with her when they went to that goofy ass I don't know, alpha male training, like Sigma male training course, whatever the fuck it was.
Iku doesn't think she's special. Iku just thinks basically like, I'm just never gonna give up. She's simply said, I will not give up, and then done that. Like, that's all it is for Iku. But no, so like to me, I'm hoping your perception is correct, because it lends more to the it's more complex of a character for her to actually offer to do it to others than just do it, please slack my ass, right? Because it shows like, this isn't just like a thing that she likes. She perceives as like, well, everyone would like this. Obviously, this shit is fucking awesome, right? Like if I took a bite of a delicious like I don't know, Indian dish like I'd never had before and I fucking loved it, I'd be like, I know you're all gonna love it. I don't care if you don't like spicy food. This shit was delicious. You need to try that shit. That's why I'm just like Iku.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any?
I didn't really have any lines for this page. Just like I was like, I don't even know specifically. I was thinking about Haru's line. I was like, I don't even know what to say.
Basically, all I said, I just put like, Iku, you can't offer to paddle someone you just met. It's just very funny to me. And then
you have to go through the proper channels, Iku.
And then of course, we have the very like this is like the Momoha face. I did it because I wanted to, nothing more.
Yep. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, this totally innocent and no, not even any untoward motives. He just genuinely wants to know what kind of panties.
Hello, middle schooler of the school that I superintended.
Haru is one of the like subscribers to the School of Thought. Like, I think the type of panties a person wears says a lot about them personally.
Oh, absolutely.
So I want to way more than anything they say about themselves.
Are they the little bear panties? No, probably not. She strikes me as the type that wants to come off as older, more mature.
But
that could be lewd, though.
Yep.
Maybe. Oh yeah. I guess maybe bear panties would make her not as lewd, unless you're Hikari.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
my God.
There are lolicons in Japan, So I mean,
that's a big thing.
So she's got to find that middle ground between appropriately mature but not too mature. And it's like,
She's just
poor
she
girl.
probably have just like boring like normie panty,
Yeah.
like nothing, no lace, no any, just like literally like the
Yeah.
fucking Walmart brand basic essentials panties. All right.
Yes, no one can call me lewd.
There's like chainmail around my pussy. You're not getting to it.
Yes, with the chastity belts.
Ah.
This is nowadays is very lewd, I think.
Oh, that'd be a funny bit where she's like, I've put a chastity belt around my pussy. No one can fuck it. And then they're like, well, actually, that's like even lewder because now it's like, oh, hard to get to. She's like, damn it.
Yep. You're going to have to take a whole course in the psychology of lewdness just to avoid it properly, you know.
I really do hope we have, like, because I already love her dynamic with Hikari, because again, like, if we do see her go on to be more lewd, Hikari will be like her egg cracker. I obviously, you know, I'm overusing that term because it's supposed to be for trans stuff, but like, if we were to imagine her lewd egg, like Hikari will be a very important person to her. If in like 12 years in our time, Rana is just like super in touch with her lewdness, and she has Hikari to thank. I mean, she took that first step. I want to see them hang. I want to see Hikari like lend her a sex toy. You know,
also they because like Kyo is kind of like the first Rana.
Yeah,
but,
which was mentioned by Nana, which I love.
Yes, yes, by the resident memory expert herself.
Memory expert is crazy. I'm trying to find that panel. There it is.
Poor Kyo's over here being like, I was a different person back then.
I was cringe. Right. I was a different person back then a month ago.
Yes, says the 12-year-old.
Oh, listen, she's had a lot of development. Okay, that dog has changed her. She has now got that dog in her.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the most wholesome way imaginable.
No untoward ways at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. I put she really is defeated so easily. What a sub. I mean, look.
Yeah.
Right? You see it, right?
Yes. I mean, yeah, honestly, yeah. She's between I guess Kyo and Kimari, she's more of a Kimari.
I also put
Kimari is nothing if not a sub.
This is I put this really is ruthless from Hikari. Very quote very quote one of us. Very drag you down to the pits of debauchery with us energy.
No roofs in sight.
Indeed. I really do want to do a stream where we get like a multi-axis, you know, like a 4-axis graph between like Dom sub.
Wait.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I'll finish.
Well,
okay, I was reminded. I was reminded of an old meme in the. Well, it started out in the Hololive VTuber community, but then kind of expanded to throughout the whole VTuber community. But it basically was like there was this axis of smart versus dumb on I think top to bottom, and then right to left was like I think like cute versus sexy or cute versus horny. And the joke was that like one of the famous Hololive VTubers, I think with Kiara, was like he was like bottom left where he was horny but dumb, and then bottom left became it broke out of containment and became like it's a whole meme to the point where people who didn't even know that came from a chart that had 3 other quadrants.
Oh my god!
Bottom left. So
the chart just like expanded into its own fucking subculture.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So now I'm imagining these girls all placed on like because Nano, she's smart, but she can also be horny, so she would be top left, I guess, in that or top right, whatever. In that that old.
Sounds so good. Can we please do more streams where we're placing the girls on charts? And by more, I mean
tier lists are boring.
We
need to do 2-dimensional grids, maybe even 3-dimensional spaces.
Well, help me out on this, Reyes, because I want to do like a ranking them between how dom and sub they are. But what would the up and down be for that?
Okay. So in BDSM, we have dominant, submissive, and then we also have top and bottom as well, which is a different, unrelated axis. I mean, we can do that. I think there are other axes in BDSM, but I would need to.
I'll have to think.
You know,
because I want to chart out. Because the fun of those charts
could be also be smartness and dumbness. The smart sub, dumb sub, smart dom, dumb.
Oh my god, is Sue a dumb dom?
Kinda, yeah.
Holy fuck that we're doing that. Can you, Reyes, can you do me a favor and write that down?
Write that down.
Actually, genuinely, here, I'll write it down. But you write it down too.
I was about to do it, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay. It's less likely to get
tapped in our chat.
We're both writing it down. That's how important it is.
Yeah.
That's happening. I'm so fucking excited. All right, fantastic. Let me get my notes back up. There's so much to talk about in this fucking chapter. Dude.
Yes.
We don't even again, by the way, this chapter has 3 shoe drops. We've only gotten through the first one. We've only gotten through one of the 3 best moments in the entire 250 chapters of this fucking series. Insane. Okay. Did we want to scrizzity scroll past this Hikari segment here and get into the return of Momoji and Kurumi? I say as if they've been missing from the series.
Return.
Oh my god. Let's see.
Yeah, I like the way that Momiji is kind of like as soon he's like, oh, you're the one who was added to the.
Oh yeah.
Right. What did they? Text or something like.
Oh my god, that's genius. Yeah, there's like a group chat. And then like so Rhea let me try it again. Rentaro undoubtedly zings with the girl, and then he has to go to his group chat of 36 fucking people and be like, hey girls, it happened again. Could you meet me at the rooftop?
Y'all meet at the rooftop for something, nothing like he's trying to be all coy about it.
Oh yeah, nothing up toward. You're right, he would be because he's always so nervous about it. So yeah, he's like, yeah, guys, can we have a quick little family meeting? And then everyone at this point knows exactly what it is.
They're being polite and pretending they don't know.
That's a super cute concept that because Momoji's
honestly, based on how they reacted to Rana, it just kind of feel like they kind of already knew. Like
oh, I gotta find what I wrote here. Where did I Rentaro? Damn it! Wait, is this it? No, fuck. All right, I'll have to find it. I just love. You know what? I gotta believe in my memory. I'm pretty sure I can just remember. I love the idea of like. It's just it gets old to me of like, okay, you are in this polycule, this ever-growing polycule that is clearly like, I don't know, kind of secret unless you're Kusari, right? Like clearly people aren't just yapping about it, otherwise everyone would know, right? And so like, you're hanging out with your friend or whatever, and then you go up and it's like, oh, friend, I guess we're gonna be fucking the same guy now. That's epic.
Wild.
I mean, it's such a cool concept. I can't get over it. Because like, look how casual it is. Momoji's like, I guess we'll be seeing that much more of each other. Drools.
Yeah. You did dribble.
Well, think about it from Momoji's perspective too, right? Because again, we must remind ourselves this is not just all of them marrying Rentaro. Momoji is now dealing in her mind. Momoji is like, you are my partner now. I don't even have to ask, which is not true, obviously, but for Momoji it is.
Momiji subscribes to the old style of marriage. Once you marry, if you're a woman and you enter into marriage, that means that you've entered into I forget what the term was.
Contractual consent.
Yes,
it's there forever. You signed the papers.
When you said "I do," you were saying "I do" every single time I want to have sex.
Exactly. So, sorry, I couldn't resist. I took a bite of almond.
Mm-hmm. All right, Kurumi.
Here, you talk while I chew this almond.
Yeah, okay, let me see. I mean, it was really interesting on page 12 when Ron's like, no, it's too much. I can't take it. Fuck it all. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you all in therapy. I was like,
let's talk about this.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's see how long it takes Nakamura to completely destroy this tension, this complete deflate.
But it sticks
Yuffie tension
for a bit.
Yeah, I was
for Nakamura standards.
Pleasantly surprised to see that. Yeah, there were some jokes, of course. We threw in jokes, but we actually managed to keep the tension and resolve it in an actually satisfying way. I was like,
not only were there jokes. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me join your slow clap.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to do a longer one?
Shit. No, well, no, because Discord just ate it. So I didn't hear anything.
I heard yours. I'm not sure. Maybe you have like better settings than mine.
Yeah, okay. I set the settings to be a little more to not eat every decibel that's below like 90 or something.
But what if I want to burp and fart and I don't want you to hear it?
Well, then you just hit the little microphone.
That's true.
Yeah.
So let me walk you through what reading this chapter was like for me. Okay. So it was July 4th. America's 250th
it was
birthday.
Yesterday.
So, all right, hear me out. Yesterday. And you know, I'm late to everything. And my parents are literally waiting for me because we're doing a barbecue at my parents' house. And I'm like, okay, I have 45 minutes. Surely I can read this chapter in time before leaving. Reading this chapter took me like a fucking hour. Like, I just kept stopping and writing shit down and rereading earlier parts and shit. So again, I'm reading. Allie's right next to me, and I just keep screaming, right? So first set of screams was the fucking Akari thing, and I'm like, surely that's the peak of the chapter. There's no way we're going past this. I mean, this is the best part of the chapter. And then I see drama for the first time since like Me. We're doing like a no, fuck this, I'm not joining the polycule. Oh my god. And then I'm start to thinking like, do you remember our last stream we just had with Moonlight where we were ranking the intro chapters? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about Rana's intro chapter and how it was kind of mid to at least Moonlight and I. And one of the things we said was like, maybe Nakamura will make up for it with the intro to the family chapter. And boy fucking howdy, did he.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, sorry, I'm just getting almond out of my teeth. I'm going to put this bag away because it's distracting the fuck out of me.
Nothing like having almonds stuck in your damn teeth.
But yeah, so this is like already dramatic. So let's walk through this page by page, okay? And then I see Momiji de-goblin. She's de-gremlins.
After. Oh, wait.
No, she de-gremlins.
Wait, you're talking about the face she makes on page 14.
Hold on, one page at a time. This is the one moment where I want to go in order.
Where's she de-gremlining? What page?
She's de-gremlining. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Page 12. She's not gremlining anymore. She doesn't have her face.
Oh well, yeah, but that's I guess.
Oh my god, he's not.
I've seen her make faces like that right before.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the first time it's ever happened. I'm just saying, like, oh shit, this is being played narratively serious.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. Feel that you're harshing my mellow.
Okay, I guess in my sorry, I was my brain was fried by that face he makes on page 14 or whatever.
We're not there yet.
We'll get to there.
Yeah.
That, I don't know. It's because that was in my mind that had been ID'd as the de-gremlining when you said it, I was like, wait, are we jumping ahead? Like, I thought we were going page by page, but
believe, okay? So like, because every time she's ever drawn, she's got her little like fucking pursed lips thing going on, okay? Not every time, you know what I mean? And then so you scroll, and then she's running dramatically, and then I'm like, oh my god, and then they're running through the halls. And then there's a little joke there where she grope and please pretend this is a grab. I was like, really funny.
I was like, oh my god, Momiji can't grab things, can she? She can only grope. Like,
it's actually like a fucking tick, like a Tourette's tick. Like she actually genuinely, like, because you have to imagine that, like, even like this dramatic grab, she does like a little like rub of her forearm. She's testing that fucking theory of that guy from the water park. You know, does it feel like the boob?
Oh yeah.
So. You scroll, it's serious. I mean, look at her face in bottom of page 13, lower left panel. Like she's distraught. Momiji.
Yeah, it's like, well, we think we know why she's distraught because we get to find out that kind of the actual inferiority complex that Rana has is that she's always the second fiddle to Momiji, which actually kind of reminds me of a romance anime that came out last season called Pithily. I became friends with the second prettiest girl in class. It turned out to be actually really decent. Like I remember like in episode 2, I was starting to spontaneously have these like deep thoughts, these deep headcanons about the characters' backstories.
That's a good sign. And then I love a good.
And then the story actually, you know,
they confirm your deep headcanon. I love that shit.
There was some differences, but yeah, I was actually rewarded for
thinking, for reading, trying to yeah.
Which is not common in these anime romances, but yeah.
Do you mind if I continue to cook about this?
Yeah. So, it was just a quick aside to I guess advertise for a good anime.
Oh yeah, that sounds really interesting. I'll give it a shot. So the reason this reveal, page 14, is probably some of the hardest I've laughed in the entire series.
That fuck ass face of hers, like I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't even recognize this person,
dude. But like what she's saying, because like I fell for this hook, line, and sinker.
The words that she's saying are Momiji to the core.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, what we're seeing is this is something Momiji cares about more than anything in the world.
She's like, your
She
breasts.
built those breasts gram by gram. This is her greatest creation.
This is like she cares for Rana like a mother would care for their daughter.
She cares for Rana's bust,
yeah,
like a mother would care for. Like,
it's so. I mean, it really is like how Sue treats numbers. I mean, like I don't know if Momiji clearly can love people, but like the first thing she loves about people is their flesh.
Yes, like I mean, like the possibility of her losing the ability to grope anything ever again, it did not even ring this level of emotion out of her. Like, this is more like she would probably sacrifice her ability to grope if it meant keeping Rana's bust.
I'm gonna push back a little bit on that. She literally was losing her hair. Like her hair was falling out from stress.
But that was physical and I guess also emotional stress. But like I don't know the difference between acute emotional like.
Oh yeah, this is like because that was stress about something she was losing. This is her version of showing care for others. It is it's silly, but like this is like
it's like the mother thing you mentioned. Yeah, it's like a mother being like my child. You know, like
I can hear them crying out in pain.
Yes.
They're in such pain, Rana. Why would you do this to yourself? I see how when you get angry, they flop all around. And like even down here, right? Like she's groping them, but you get the vibe that she's just trying to hold them steady. Like this isn't it's not good for them. You need a sports bra if you're gonna be jumping around like this.
Like Rana, most women, they don't buy bras that fit. You know, it's a real I mean, it's a whole science.
Check out this
bra
subreddit.
That actually really supports. Yep. Like a very popular subreddit, and I frequent it very often.
Momiji actually made that subreddit. She's an admin on that subreddit.
Yeah, like, honestly, a bra, a bra that had was modeled after Momiji's like grip or whatever. That'd probably be really effective.
Whoa, scientists are studying her.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But genuinely, I want to go back to right before the drop here because like I fell for it. I was sitting here like, oh my god, this is emotional intelligence from Momiji. This is huge, and she does. And this is Nakamura. He has his cake, he eats it too, and it works. Okay, because she does
do this more often, bro.
Yes.
Like,
good.
Yeah. Just don't do the shit you've been doing where you're just. I guess you're either just having a cake or just eating it. Like you do both.
No,
you're him. You're Nakamura.
In fact, you can do nature and nurture in the future.
Yes.
You can do a little bit of both if you could believe such a thing. I just love this because like it's both hilarious but also an amazing look at a side of Momiji we've not seen. I learned what Cooper's really ligaments meant, which I'd never heard that term before, so I feel like more educated now. And let's see, but then sorry, go ahead, Ray.
Like Rana really is pulling sides out of Momiji that we didn't even know existed.
That's childhood friend shit is powerful, man.
Yeah.
But then you want to talk about a good face, bro. It's like, oh, why did you run off? By the way.
Yeah, Rana makes some really S-tier faces throughout this chapter. Like,
yes, she does. Little angry puppy. She really is the most angry puppy GF.
Yeah,
man.
Kyo, there's some another in for you to kind of get with her.
But yeah, and then we get like a real good, and you can see like you want to talk about a face where Momiji actually it clicks with her for like it actually.
Oh
clicks.
my god, yes.
16 top left, like you actually have her basically being like. Listen, like, and I love this line from Rana because it really is. It's more of that Nakamura specialty where he's able to, I don't know, gray area their characters, 3-dimensional their characters. This is she's not just pissed about it. It's specifically about this. She's like, I love the challenge of trying to do better than you, and the fact that you always beat me. Is it annoying? Sure, but I can bear it. I can hang around with you. I can keep trying. That's fine, but not in my fucking love life, Momiji. Like, please, I love that, genuinely.
Yeah, it's like the one moment of the one area where like, he's based on like the laws of causality and time, which because she's a new girlfriend, she doesn't realize that time means nothing in this.
Well, now that she's entered the family,
there's no way for her to become. Yeah. She's always gonna be the girl. Momiji always will have been Rentaro's boyfriend first in her mind, so it's like there's not even a hope of being able to like catch up to her.
Which is cool because this is the first time we've had. This is something I've kind of missed, right? The idea of having to prove to newer girls that there is no seniority here. There's no like favoritism. That's cool. We haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm sure it's happened since, but I can't really remember anything other than the nano one at the pool. But
yeah, I mean, it was something that was like kind of just flattened early on in the series. You could tell Nakamura wanted to just kind of squash that as a concept.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have a girl who has such insecurities that she's like, because it makes sense, by the way. This is really good in character because here you have a girl whose like entire existence is like opposed to something like a polyamorous relationship, right? Like to her. So I already expected her to be pushed out of her comfort zone, and she was, but she was willing to accept that. But that on top of Momoji walking in, it's just like, this is clearly not going to work. And I love that. And I love the fucking stupid little means they go to prove it to her.
Totally just classic 100 Girlfriends type shit.
This is so fucking peak. Real quick, I will say, it's around this time where I have yet another one of Nakamura's specialties, where this chapter just feels unbelievably long to me.
Yeah, because there's so many narrative beats. Like there's actually a lot packed in. Like there's incredible reaction faces. We're even bringing back like the background gags with Sue's numbers.
Oh my god, dude! Don't even fucking don't. What's the word? You're preemptively. You're busting my balls over here with that shit. That is too funny.
Yeah, that was. I mean, when was the last time we had background gags like that? Like,
what about 2, 1, and 0? Oh, it's so good. You know what was great about that too is that like, because I read shit so slowly that it took me a second to like, it took me like a good second to realize what she was saying, and then so there was like a delayed reaction for that joke for me. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that 1 and 2 are important. That's because her name, her last name means 1, 2, and 3. So without that. What about this other two? What about this 1 and 2? What is she? She's just sue me. Like,
also, is she just like yelling this to the sky? Like, why is she? What is she doing back there?
No, she's looking. She's got.
Where are they?
Like, looking for. she's in the dark looking for something.
Oh wow. Okay, so let's talk about this fucking hostage situation here. Incredible stuff. Here's I found that fucking old note that I couldn't find earlier. I put, I cannot get over how strange it must feel from the girl's perspective to see a class friend show up and be like, oh, so we're gonna both be fucking the same guy, huh? Love that. So anyway, I also like how upon reread, I actually like paid attention to this. I like that Mimimi is like the narrator of this. Like, Mimimi is the one that's like, dear heavens, Retro, spies.
How unfortunate.
What a great choice for like who gets to announce it, by the way, because like she loves the dramatics.
Yeah, there was that whole acting chapter.
Yes. Let's see.
I mean, yeah, I think other. I mean, if you want to get fourth wall breaking about it with the lines they recorded for the game. But yeah, she's the only one who's had actual factual acting training in the mainline story.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, I think so.
The actor or the character? Or both?
Mimi.
Oh, okay.
I mean, presumably the VAs. I mean, at least they have voice acting training.
Okay. I thought you were trying to say that like the actor for Mimi was like also like a theater like person or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know her name. I don't even know what she looks like.
Fake fan.
Damn.
I'm kidding. I don't.
Yeah, Backtracks would he would
yeah.
He would school me.
Dude, that Name 100 Women stream we did was disgusting. Like with him just fucking just sliding out a bunch of like Japanese names I've never heard of.
I really thought my knowledge of adult entertainers would help me, but no, I blanked on that one.
Turned out the only ones I can remember were the men.
Yeah. It turned out that we are actually like we actually don't love women as much as we thought we did.
Damn it. I just love a specific group of women. Okay, isn't that deeper? No, I shouldn't say that.
Is that so bad?
I know. My polycule would be like a pitiful 10.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So this is a great moment here because, like, I like, again, Nakamura's real good at this, right? He doesn't have Rentaro be stupid. I like that. It would have been so, any other series would have been, had somehow Rentaro would have been like, gasp, and like thought this was real, but he's like, okay, these are clearly my girlfriends, but like, but in his head, he's like, maybe something went crazy. Maybe Kusari accidentally slipped them like the fucking rage drug.
Maybe the pharmaceutical company came back, dressed up as the girlfriends. It tricked me. So like play on my love for them.
It totally actually makes sense in the world he lives in that this could be a real threat. Honestly, in fact, if there's any girl that I could believe doing this, it's May.
Yeah,
May is fucking ruthless.
Like, he's actually kind of getting way too into this. I feel like that smile on her face was a little too calm. Like it's
kind of cute. Look, I actually really like May with sunglasses. Like this is a good look for her.
Yeah, when was? He did wear sunglasses during.
Was it when they were helicopter piloting?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know Shizuka did, but I don't remember Maze. Yeah,
bro. By the way,
this calm, relaxed, like not like, you can't even tell she's holding up a gun to a young woman's head.
Momoji's crying real tears. By the way,
yeah. Yeah, which plays into my idea that they probably are using real loaded weaponry.
Well, but by the way, it's like pretty much like not even just heavily implied. This is Momoji's idea. She says, "Humor me for just a short while." So that means while Rentaro was like out on the street, like looking for Rana, she's like, "All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do."
Momoji's thinking like, I should have told her. I should have made it more clear to May to pretend. It's.
She's really gonna shoot. Oh yeah, no, the order she gave.
Yep.
May's like, I mean, I was really gonna do it.
Yeah, there's a reason Ron is sweating like that. Like he's not just sweating because I don't know. Like he's been duct taped and held having a woman hold her arms behind her back. Like
she's hearing like the fucking like cocking of the gun, like the click click click.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then of course, I mean, we'd be foolish to not mention Natty's beautiful line.
Yeah. Which one? The two lines he says are pretty good. Like,
fuck you, this chick right in the back of her bonnet. You hear? Where's the other line?
And then he falls like, "What's that? The American spies don't speak no Nihongis."
Oh yeah, dude, that one's so fucking funny. I read that one out loud to Allie, and she was like, "Holy fucking shit." Where is that? What page is that? Did I scroll past it like a?
It's right underneath.
Oh yeah.
The line that she says, yeah. Right after we have the peanut gallery kind of adding some helpful.
I'll be honest. That shit sounds racist as hell. Like, you're lucky you're a Japanese woman, Natty, but like that sounds bad. Like, I don't speak that filthy
to be fair,
Nihongese.
I mean, do Americans and American spies in particular, do they speak Nihongese?
I think if you were a good spy, actually, you would probably be multilingual.
Yeah. The fact that he's saying Nihongo instead of Japanese is actually speaking more like he's betraying her, actual. Like, this is like
she's supposed to be playing.
This is like a German spy in World War II accidentally raising the wrong finger when they asked like, "Hey, Now reminded me.
I was just about to. If you weren't, I was going to the fucking Glorious Bastards.
Yep.
But yeah, it's also I enjoy these little moments where the girls are willing to lie to Rentaro. Like it's interesting because like you got to imagine that they don't want to. It's not fun, but like we're doing this for her. We're doing this for Rana. And then
they're orchestrating for her. It's like
it's true. That's beautiful.
I just the idea that they're putting this all together for the newest girlfriend to help her like acclimate to the thing. I don't know. There's something crazy. Yeah, there's something odd about it, but it's also just crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They're all coordinating on this shit. Like,
well, you know what it is?
Like, they're literally all
so used to it.
Yes. Yep. That's what it is. Yeah.
Let's talk about that, right? Because that's an interesting thing to talk about, right? Because like they don't know, and I will stand by this to the day I die. I don't care that fucking Kiki read the manga. Okay, they don't know that they would die if they wouldn't date him. They don't know that. That's like a super important. There's a whole chapter about that where he's like, so they don't know that. So like. From their perspective, they're just like Rentaro really gets really sad if these things don't work out. Like because they know Rentaro's like from their perspective, and it's true. But they're missing some context. But Rentaro's like a big ball of love, right? So if Rentaro brings a girl up from their perspective, it's like he really, really loves this girl, just like he really, really loves us. And they know how much he loves them.
Yep.
So like they're like, well, he loves her just as much as he loves us. And if we let her go, that's going to be really sad. And at this point, you got to assume that they're a little addicted to growing this family. It's got to be like I'd be addicted to it. It's got to be like a thrilling.
How big can we make this thing?
It's kind of hot, right? Like, can I be honest? Yeah. Let's genuinely thought experiment, Reyes. Imagine you are in something like this, and it's somehow you gotta like throw away like reality thought. Okay, somehow you're in this, and it just keeps working. You like despite everything that you would ever know, that like there's no fucking way that this would ever work out. It just keeps working, and it's like comical how perfect it is. You're happy. Every person you meet, you get along with, and you're like, wow. Like, so I would start to kind of get addicted to the thrill.
Even when you have interpersonal conflicts, they all get solved pretty much perfectly. So
oh yeah, think about it. If you were in this polycule, you by now could have been like, hey guys, like, I really want to focus on like my art. Do you think?
Oh my god, yes.
Like Hahari, do you think you could like support me? And she'd be like, of course. She could become your patron, dude.
Yep. Not even like internet Patreon, but like fucking medieval like, feudal style patrons.
And think about it, right? Like I think maybe she would want to change your diaper here or there, but like that's an easy.
Yeah. I mean, do I like art that much? Yeah, I think so. I think maybe I'll stick more to like like the artist girlfriends to help them. I mean, to have them help me like as a mentor kind of situation.
You could probably work out like a different deal with Hahari. It doesn't have to be diaper stuff. You could send her like pictures of you dressed like in baby stuff, or whatever.
Yeah, that's a little less troublesome.
Listen, man, you got to think about how much money she'd be giving you. I mean, she'd probably like Hahari's the type of person.
It's literally like being an OnlyFans with like one or two super huge donors, and you're like, I mean, yeah, this guy's paying my lecture bills. So I guess I gotta,
I could see Hahari asking you to draw pictures of the other polycule members in like.
Now that's what I could do.
Oh my god!
I want to ask that of Meru. Like,
oh shit!
Meru was like, oh, this despair of living in a capitalist economy where
this is not very.
I have to use my. Yeah, I'm being forced to do alienation of my own being, where I have to make work that is not, totally.
Hahari, you're making me monetize my passions, and it's stifling my free soul. And
it's a despair of capitalism.
Yeah. Natty, Hahari is stifling my free soul.
Oh, yep. Now he's like, oh, fuck you.
How fucking lady. Dare you?
Big mama.
You should just give her money for being Meru.
Yeah, give her money for free. Like free
my God, you're right. Oh my god. Yeah, Hahari strikes me as the type of person who would be like, oh, you want a little pocket change, Reyes? Here you go. And it's like $100,000.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow, I'm going to buy a house.
Crazy.
Oh, all right, epic. And then, so, I mean, here we go. Motherfucker actually begins to split himself in two. He's like shitting blood.
Mitotic. Yeah. But he's fucking split himself by mitosis. It's crazy. Like, he'd do it. If they hadn't stopped him, he would have done it.
And here's he would have, and I bet like he would have been like those worms that when you cut them in half, they become like two. It would have been horrific. No, let's talk about this though, okay? And this is something I've been waiting to talk about with you since I saw this. Okay, Rin is terrified. This is like when Rentro's heart exploded and it was too much for Iku. This is too much violence for Rin.
Or it's like when Rin had that dream in the sleep-based incident chapter where it's like, yeah, she does not like violence that involves Rentaro. Violence for herself, that's totally A-okay. But violence against her beloved. Though apparently there are people who were like in the Red discussion thread, they're like, no, actually, she's kind of into it. I mean, I guess because she is drooling.
Her face looks exactly.
Yes,
maybe her face looks very similar.
I guess my interpretation is that she is turned on, but also
terrified,
scared on his behalf. Yes, she is scare-roused.
I put a lot of thought to this. There is a certain way she draws Rin when it's the Rin being into violence thing,
yes,
and this is
that too.
Not even close Like they could have.
I don't think we've ever seen this face on Rin before.
In fact, it looks kind of alien, doesn't it? Like it almost. I'm like, is that you, Rin? You know what I mean?
We're getting a lot of alien faces on girlfriends this chapter.
And that's it takes me back to the thing I love about 100 Girlfriends is in a stretch of good 100 Girlfriends chapters, there's almost always something that feels like it's pushing new ground, which is insane to do 250 chapters in with a series like this. So I would argue that usually the thing artists tend to do is they make in the stuff that I consume usually, artists tend to make their intent pretty clear. They don't do this subtle shit. I'm pretty confident that if they wanted to portray that Rin was into this, they would have. They could have easily done like a half scared, half aroused face. I'll be honest.
That could easily just be sweat drop happens beyond their chin, and it's not drool at all. Just...
to me too, I'm like comparing it to Matsuri's face, and it's like exactly the same.
Bar some minor differences, like
the maybe drool, I guess, is the main contender here.
Yeah.
Someone email Nakamura. Find his email.
Yeah. Yeah, concerned or what? Inquiring minds wish to know, kind of thing.
But see, again, though, we've done this whole fucking discussion and not even mentioned her dialogue. She is screaming. Well, it's just a break. It's just a break. It's just a break. Right. So like, yeah, exactly. Thank you for adding the It's very important.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest. I think the pretty clear, correct interpretation here is that she was the fear actually overrode her love of violence, like to an immense degree here. And I'll be honest, I think people that want to interpret it a different way are people that are unable to handle a series that cannot flanderize its characters. I mean, because like
they're unable to handle that amount of diversity and character expression.
Well, so I've read series like this before, and I've seen when people get like confused. But that's the character who's stupid. But why is the stupid character saying something smart? This must be a translation mistake. You know what I mean? Like I've literally seen that kind of thing. So like I really do think that like if you're finding yourself like, well, this must be a mistake. Rin can only ever be into violence. It's like I think this might just be this was beyond the pale moment.
Yeah, like I mean, like, yeah. Because I like I mentioned in my original interpretation before I read any other dissenting opinions. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we've seen before that in the Nemu introduction to family chapter. Yeah, she's like, violence against my darling Rentaro. That's fucked up. I can't get behind that. You know
exactly. And by the way, we don't know that he would have inchwormed and be. This could have just killed.
Probably no. He would have been like, okay, I guess yeah. I was gonna say probably could have been like Cell. He just grows, like he just the opposite part just grows. Probably not even a new flesh, but probably even a new uniform. The other half of the uniform. He can't be naked in front of his girlfriend.
Of course, that would be
genuinely lewd.
Also, fucking Matsuri just screaming, "You damn son!"
Yeah. That's a correct. That's the one time where her Yadap Sod was entirely appropriate.
Fantastic.
And of course, also,
can I say one more thing about real quick? Can I say one more thing? Fucking. I imagine that this would be like what happened with the Iku heart explode thing, where like this basically he would have shot his body parts off
at them, like
undead unlock shit. His two halves would have saved them, knocked the guns out of their hands, but then he would have been in half on the floor, dead horrifically, and then they would have to like kiss him a bunch, and he'd like grow back, like
they have to put his piece back together.
Because we know that he can die. Like he was medically dead in the Iku heart explode daily life segment. So, but the love brought him back. So I imagine it'd be like a moment where they all like carry his bits together and they're all like mass kissing him, and then he like grows back. It'd be a real weird thing.
Kind of like what happened in the floating island chapter, where there's a blanket on the floor and they're just looking at his stretched out body.
I just thought about the visual in Spider-Man 2 where they're carrying his body across the train. Like, careful, he's a hero.
They form a train between each other, and the girlfriends on one end of the train pull his two halves towards the center.
Oh, it's beautiful, and there's like beautiful sad music playing.
Yeah,
they're all crying.
They're all sad. But
wow. That's
already got their appropriate funeral wear for the occasion.
Yeah. Before they waited to put his body parts back until she like Amazon airdropped the funeral attire. Well, we do know that they can canonically just ask Nozawa to change their outfits.
No, that too.
Yeah. Nozawa, this shit's sad. Give me my mourning clothes.
Yeah, Nakamura's making us sad. I mean, please give us our mourning clothes.
Oh man. But anyway, and then again, this chapter, it's like Nakamura. Listen, it's much like me, right? Like there are reviews where I'm like, damn, I knocked out of the park. I was funny as fuck. And then there are reviews where I'm like, damn, I was really boring that time. Nakamura was on his motherfucking A game. I laughed so many times during this chapter for fucking Momoji to come behind and be like, okay, so do you get it now? And she's like, get it.
You get what? You get split up in half like a fucking planarian. Like,
and then Momoji's like, no, actually, that's the first time I've seen that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is probably my favorite Rana face in the chapter. It's like, it's beautiful.
I have a note for this too. I put rare instance of us seeing a brand new girl reaction to Rentero's supernatural nature.
Yeah, because normally they just see him do the like triple U boyfriend type shit, but yeah, he is doing just insane, like biologically implausible actions.
Right, and this is interesting, right? Because like Nakamura plays fast and loose with like what is considered normal in this universe a lot. And like, so you are having like canonical, like that is weird. Like that is weird to her. This girl who is the freshest, she's got the freshest knowledge of the outside world, outside of the cult, right? Like she's not fully inoculated in yet. Indoctrinated into the madness. So she's still like, is this just normal? I don't understand. And like, because compare like how the other ones were scared, but they got over it. You know, they were like, well, even GI's like, oh, you can't be splitting yourself in half, Retro. That's no good.
She's having the anger veins, but yeah, she's just doing her thing.
Yeah, only Rana is like again, like, and Rin is like scared because of him hurting himself. But it's only Rana that's like confused about the logistics of how that's happening.
Yeah, she's got an additional emotion, confusion.
And then they get right over it, which I love.
Momoji just goes straight for the kill, getting some smooching in, eyes open and shit. Like
the fucking meme. Get the meme out right now. You know the meme?
One where it's like, what kissing looks like when you're right with the other person. Yeah.
Yes. Do you have it on standby?
Unfortunately, no, I do not.
Damn it!
It's been so long, I don't even remember what the like lines were for it.
I'd put like kiss POV maybe.
Yeah.
Kiss POV.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oh my lord! Yep. Let me copy.
Send it, please. Can someone draw a Momoji version of this, please?
Wild.
Let me see. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you for.
That's
good. Yes, bro. Exactly. It's actually so true.
Yeah, there's a reason most people close their eyes when they kiss.
Yeah, but when you really love them, you keep them open because it's funny.
No, it's true. Yeah, I never see you from so close up.
Let's see. There's no angle where you're not beautiful, Rentero says.
Yeah,
but yeah,
he would.
So the very. And this is fresh on my mind because we talked about the intro chapters recently. This is a very Nano-esque end of chapter moment, except from Rana's own personal spin on it, right? Where we get to see like how she's going to approach being aggressive in the relationship. And it's going to be out of like jealousy and chasing Momoji, basically.
Not wanting to be number two, basically.
Yeah. So great dynamic because now you have essentially it's a very Kimari dynamic as well, right? Because Kimari has taken the first step of like, I want to start breaking more rules. I want to get out of my comfort zone, but there is still that like built in, I mean, you have built your entire character of your entire life being this way. So now, obviously as you try to like step out of that, it's unlearning behaviors. So now you have that with Rana where she is going to try to be more, maybe not just more lewd, but more romantic, more willing to be intimate with her partner, but she's still going to have that reaction of like, again, her first thought here is, I'm going to die. I'm going to be killed for this, which is like, it's a joke, but it also is kind of like, damn, she really does take this seriously.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have much to add to that.
I'll keep talking then.
Agree. Yeah.
So this led me to I put in my notes, discuss potential serious arc for Rana. I, as someone who had a whole like, I was atheist a lot of my life, and then I like came to the idea of religion, Christianity, afterlife, and then that fucked with my OCD because I was terrified of like uncertainty and like going to hell. I had moments in my life where like I was like, if I have sex before marriage, do I go to hell? If I watch this anime with these jiggly tits, do I go to hell? So like I really do, as much as it's portrayed as a joke here in the final panel, I think that when you read a series like this, you have to read it both as a joke, but also it is canonically happening. This is a thing that she is saying. You
gotta hold both ideas in mind at the same time.
Exactly. This is a thing that she's saying, which, so like enjoy it as a joke, but also take time to think like, okay, she's actually saying this. There's like real trauma here, as we've seen, right? So like, you have to assume that, I mean, we've seen other kids make fun of her. How are her parents? We don't know anything about her parents yet, right? I would love it if we add to the put her in the Eru headcanon corner of maybe she has hyper strict conservative-esque parents as well. You know, maybe they're the weird type of parents where like I think I told you about or Allie came on the last video and talked about her experiences with the teachers literally having to call her parents and be like, your daughter needs to start wearing a bra, tits too big, you know. So like I would love to get a bit more insight onto her trauma on that in her volume extra, and like, you know, I mean, she, again, it's comical, but she feels like she's going to be punished for being lewd. She feels like it's a cultural taboo. Like she's almost like devaluing herself as a woman by doing it. Like that's a great, actually, case in point. One of the first, I think I've told this story before. One of the first times Allie and I had sex, we gave each other real deep hickeys on our neck. Right? Not real deep. You know, they went away in like 2 days, right? We were both virgins. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We had visible hickeys on our neck. And I got talked to by her mom for a fucking half hour about that shit.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. She was like...
How old were you? What happened?
27?
Wow. Okay. It's,
yeah, well...
little infantilizing type shit.
Oh, exactly. Oh, my... Allie was so fucking mad, dude. At her mom, to clarify. And one of the things I remember her mom saying was like... Oh, I can't remember the exact wording, but the way she worded it was very much like she's going to be disrespected. She's going to be looked down on at work. She's going to be, you know, like this devalues her as a person. You know what I mean? Like she was, It was very much like you're making a fool of her, you know, and it's like, and by the way, you guys all know this about me. We waited like a year before we had sex. So we had been dating like a year at this point. You know, so, and it was easy to cover up, you know what I mean? I had one too, for fuck's sake. So yeah, and no one gave a fuck about the one I had. Yeah, exactly.
Men, they're gonna be like, oh, dude, you're getting some, finally.
Exactly, right? So all that to say, I really want to, in my notes, I say discuss potential serious arc for Rana. I would love a deep dive on like, if Nakamura wanted to like get into how unfairly women are treated when it comes to like being intimate and sexual, and how much of a different standard
just having bodies exist
exactly
space.
Yeah, and which we got a little bit of a glimpse at in her flashback in her intro chapter, which I liked a lot. So that's something I'm really looking forward to with her character. Overall, this chapter, I already liked her in the other chapter, but this like actually cements her as a really solid addition to the cast.
In addition to the body image issues, also we have the rivalry thing she's got with Momiji, which I mean,
great.
That would seem like the actual core of her character, like, because I mean that one hasn't really been joked about.
I wouldn't want that to be the core. That feels. I don't want to. I think that's good as a cherry on. No, because to me, the core of someone's character shouldn't be who they know. You know what I mean? Well, that's very like
the insecurity that she has about being number two. That could easily be something that is generalized to other characters and other people. It doesn't have to be just about Momiji. I mean,
okay, that's fine. Then.
The main focal point of it.
I think that's.
Because I think she is competitive in general.
Definitely.
Right? Like, yeah. So yeah, obviously that could very easily be something she applies with the other GFs, like hell, I'm gonna let you beat me, and then she's like, wow, like, we mentioned this in
the idea of her actually being really good at shit because she's been comparing herself to Emoji. I like that a lot. That could be
there's ways, and obviously the true centrist answer is to have them both exist as rivaling character traits.
Oh yeah, no,
one
that is the correct answer too, by the way, because what Nakamura always does well is gives them multiple things. Kurumi has her foodie thing, but Kurumi is also like a music head. Kurumi is also kind of a tomboy and a tsundere. You know what I mean? So like I like that about these characters. So at first I had an ick to that at first because I thought you were saying her core character trait is knowing Momoji. No. I misinterpreted. So no, I like the idea of her being competitive. That is a great, much like Nemu, sleepy, but also Daredevil. We got Rana, the lewd thing, the hang-ups about the lewd thing, but also really competitive.
Really interesting way to pit those two things against each other. Like say like a swimsuit competition, a competition where he's like, I want to win. I don't want to be second fiddle to anyone, but that means being lewd and lascivious. Like, how do these two? Which one wins out? It's like
that is a great idea for a future chapter. Yeah, and I like that a lot. I think those that combination is really cool because again, that Nakamura is doing the intelligent thing here because like. I could see a lesser author trying to send the message about like the unfair double standards of lewdness with men and women, but then failing to give her a second character trait, making her whole character about lewdness, therefore defeating the message you're trying to send. But like what you've done with the competitiveness, with the fact that she's got all these hobbies and all these things that she tries to do, she is full of complexities. I don't know for sure, but I mean, I look at Rana as someone, I bet she's very jack of all trades is the vibe I'm getting. Yeah. I imagine she's probably can play a little piano, play a little guitar. I imagine she draws a little, sings a little, writes a little, you know what I mean? Like she feels like a very full, complex person who just happens to have this hang up about being a woman in a woman's body and daring to ever be sexy ever, So I like that a lot.
As a woman, a lot of those accomplishments and achievements she's made would be, just
overshadowed by her fat titties.
Yeah.
Honestly,
this is a really good dynamic that Nakamura made. I mean, like,
it genuinely is.
He literally just made this girl in a lab for like perfect character writing, certainly for perfect fanfic writing. Purposes, but yeah, it's like.
And by the way, the answer, which I'm sure is what the series will come to as well, is that you can have fat titties, be sexy, and be talented. That's the beauty of being.
Power.
Go ahead. I didn't hear what you said.
Damn, I took a sip right when I just like girl power.
Oh,
like
girl power.
The classic. The classic 2010s, girl power.
Hell yeah!
Thing
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg on her, despite the fact she's Japanese.
I want the Japanese equivalent of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and maybe I can be her one day.
Well, fuck, it's so interesting. But yeah, so like I like that idea a lot. I think her character arc will probably be coming because she is another addition to the the body dysmorphia group, which is there. Okay, so it's Mei, her, Tama, technically a little bit. She mentioned it.
Yeah,
can you think of anyone else?
Body
dysmorphia.
Computer's taking a
Yamame a little bit. She doesn't like being tall.
Oh, yep. She doesn't like being big
in general. Yeah. Anyone else? Carne, kind of.
Well, yeah, kind of, because she feels small and petite and flat as AF.
And the incongruency between her personality and her body, right? Like I can speak from experience. Very much as mentioned previously, couldn't hurt a fly. Literally never been in a fight unless you count that thing I said earlier where I pushed a guy's arm out of my way. You know what I mean? Like I had people. I've told this story before. Just minding my own fucking business, doing my job, working at a restaurant. I was changing the fucking sign with those like long poles where you take the letters off and rearrange them. And I had army recruiters fucking drive up to me and be like, "Hey, do you want to join the army?" Because I'm like this big guy. You already know I had all the people be like, "Why are you playing football? Why are you playing football?"
And just like when pretty women have the modeling agencies come up to them like, why don't you have you ever considered being in a modeling agency? Like you're like the third person who's said to me this week. The answer is no.
I will never get over how uncomfortable that army recruiter thing made me. Like they literally like drove up to me. I thought I was being like kidnapped. That was so weird. But yeah, no, I literally laughed at them, by the way. He literally said, like, you ever thought of joining the army or serving your country? I literally went, no.
You serious? Laugh again.
Yeah, no. And then I think I probably sandwiched it with a self-degrading comment. I was like, that's too scary for me, y'all.
Damn. You weren't appropriately leftist. Like, there's no way I would serve a genocidal, colonizing country.
This was before that. This was before I was even in politics. This would have been like 2014, like right after I got out of high school.
You were still a political egg.
I really was. I didn't know anything about politics. I just
knew. We're starting to do stolen valor type shit.
Egg is everything. Egg can be for everything. You know what you are, Reyes? A picky eater egg. I'm gonna crack that picky eater egg and turn you into a complex palate phoenix.
Okay.
Complex palate phoenix that goes hard.
That would mean that I occasionally go through phases where I stop being a foodie and go back to being a picky eater. But then
is that how that works?
Yeah, because the phoenix goes through its lifespan and then it dies. Like
you'll never fully leave your dunking chocolate and water roots.
I mean, I kind of have since I stopped eating chocolate, but I mean, if I did eat chocolate again, I would try it. I mean, I think nowadays,
a nice cold glass of water.
Nowadays, it's enough just to put it in the fridge for like 20 minutes.
That's what Allie does.
Eat it like that.
Yeah. Allie goes a step further. Allie puts it in the freezer.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I meant.
She wants that crunch.
Because freezer is quicker,
Yeah.
in deeper cold.
All that to say,
honestly, talking about the chocolate is making me crazy.
I have a bar of dark chocolate in the fridge right now. It's actually Allie's.
Well, I'll just do a quick stop by, after this review, and take it back home. Yeah.
No. What is it like? What did we determine? Is it like an 8-hour drive? That's a doable drive.
Yeah, about.
All right. Hey, if we ever want to meet up,
back in time to go to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
If I don't sleep at all,
I think if we met up in the middle, we could do a 4-hour drive each way. Meet up, kiss a little, and then drive back.
Yeah. Yep. The chocolate is like a gift for
I'm gonna
romantic get
baby bird the chocolate into your mouth. It's a pre-water in my mouth.
Literally the exact opposite. The important part is the cold. There's gonna be body temperature, like saliva.
That sounds horrific, actually. I'll put ice cubes in my mouth.
Wow, very accommodating. I'll say that much.
Fantastic.
Allie is a lucky woman.
She is. She really is. And I'm a lucky man. I'd be foolish not to say that. Let's see. But anyway, so what do you have anything else to say? I'll go through my notes. You go through yours. What a great fucking chapter. Like, genuinely, chapters like this are reminders of why I fucking love this series so much. This chapter made my fucking day. When I read
it was like when you're with a partner for a long time. Sometimes people start to get complacent. They start thinking to themselves like, "Oh, why did I get with this person?" And then something happens like, "Why? How could I have ever even questioned my love for this person?" That's
so real. Like Allie has been, the older I get, the more I understand the when you get married, they say the like through sickness and health thing, and it's like. I always, when I was a little kid, I was like, sickness, like a cold, you know what I mean? But like now it's like Allie has, and I have shit too, right? So I have like tremendously bad brain fog that comes and goes. And when I have brain fog, I'm literally I'm like a zombie. I'm like a shell of myself. I'm not funny. I'm just kind of laying there like, everything hurts and I can't think and I'm dizzy. And then meanwhile, Allie's got like regularly reoccurring bad migraines from like the medication that they have her on for the tumor surgery cocktail of nonsense that's going on with her body. So there are days, much like my brain fog, where she's just like, I can't do anything. I'm gonna go and lay down, and like when I was younger and a little bit more immature, I was like, but I want to do fun stuff with you, Allie. You know what I mean? No time to rest. We must play video games.
Yes.
But
we 100 Girlfriends readers and viewers, we're in a similar relationship with the series. We stick with the series through midness and peakness. It's like,
yeah, I'll say it one more time. I did not like that Ira chapter. Didn't do much for me. It was fine.
It did feel like
felt like phoning it in a little, didn't it? I think he was like
placeholder type shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Rentro's face between Ira's cheeks, and that will fucking
that was the kernel of.
Good.
That was the kernel of the idea that made him think of it. Like, wouldn't it be really, really peak if Rentro's ass was in like Ira's cheeks? So I'm just gonna make a whole chapter just to make that scene happen.
I think in his head, that was probably the vibe I get with that chapter was that was one of the ones that he had to like crank out in an awkward time frame because of like the various breaks and Nozawa not being around and shit.
Anime production as well.
Yeah, so like I feel like that was like because that felt like a really really simple one, didn't it? You know, and that's why I think he was like, I gotta have one big bombastic moment so that they don't hate this chapter. Rentaro in the cheeks. There we go. Fucking print it, send it, ship it.
I mean, that was pretty peak.
It was pretty peak.
Was it worth the midness around it?
I mean, you know, that's the beauty. The series, as long as it continues to be 50% or greater peak, I'll continue to read it.
Yeah, if it ever goes 1% beneath that, though, gonna be on that chopping block.
You know, I stuck with Bleach until it's fucking bitter end. Yeah.
When you're sitting there in the hospital room while it's just gasping for...
We got one.
Like, do I pull the plug or just let it happen naturally?
Let it die. Tight Kubo, go and be a fashion designer like you always wanted to be.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the fucking like art he does and all the cool clothes he puts his characters in? That was like a real thing.
Oh wait, okay, but I thought you were talking about like he's graduated being a fashion designer in real life. I was talking about the cool fashion lines he put together.
Well, no,
I saw the merchandising and stuff. That was beautiful. I'm
doing a little bit of both. He actually does want to be. I don't know if he has. I hope so. But that was one of the things he always said in interviews. Whenever people were like, "What do you want to do when you're done with manga?" He's like, "I want to be a fashion designer so fucking bad." I'm like, "Do it, man."
Yeah, be like a Rocky. You know, he's done fashion and like more avant-garde in Rocky's case, whereas Taite Kubo is like way more like
street punk wear.
Clothing. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you're wearing an Iraqi line outfit, you better be going to like a gay bar.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might just get. Well, I mean,
you might just get your dick sucked.
Yeah. Yep. I was imagining like you walk up, you run up against like a standard stereotypical jock. Like there's a 50% chance that they're gonna be like gay shit over here, or they're gonna be,
or they're gonna get on their knees and suck your dick. Yeah, that could be a JoJo fan. That's true. JoJo's got a weird crossover. I remember there was like a gross alt-right Australian dude on like.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. What a disgusting combination of people or traits for a person to be. It was the Discord server that I met my ex on, the Retro Rhino.
It sounds like that was a Discord server from hell.
Well, no, he was the only one I remember being super far right, unfortunately. He kind of kept it to like the voice calls. He wouldn't like post right-wing shit. But I don't know, he was like one of those gross toxic masculine people. Like I remember one of the things he said about anime was like, which he the only type of anime he liked was like action anime, you know, that kind of guy, right? Yeah. Like he couldn't watch anything like this because it's gay or something. I don't know. But then ironically, he was super into JoJo. Like I remember, I will never forget one of the things he said was like, except for all this, most anime is dumb as fuck except for JoJo. JoJo's fucking cool. And I was like, bro, that is insane. The crossover Araki has managed to get. Everyone is a fan of JoJo. Nazis, communists, furries, all of them. The three genders.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Nazis get some rare positive representation in JoJo's.
Yeah, that guy was epic.
Wild shit. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's like when your enemy is like a weird fucking ancient race that predates humanity, the Nazi becomes your comrade briefly.
Yeah. We like to imagine fiction, or rather, we like to imagine that if like an alien showed up, or like a global pandemic happened, and it
doesn't usually work
band
like
together
that.
And abandoned all their differences. But we've gotten to see
COVID
in real time. Yes, not even that. Like have you heard the shit about what's happening with the heat wave and how the DOE is like removing because normally when heat waves happen, the governors and mayors and other like the officials they'll tell people like
getting rid of
AC
like
on 70. Yeah, they'll keep your AC on like 78 degrees to help keep the grid to not put so much weight on it. And Mamdani said that exact same thing that every single mayor
has ever said. Yeah.
And
I did hear about this.
The right went fucking crazy about it. And they literally removed the warning advisory from the DOE's website. They removed that advisory. It's been there for years, just so they wouldn't fuck up their narrative. Like this is what you get on in a communist government. Suddenly, they force you to keep your AC on.
It's all about the
78
agenda.
degrees.
It's all about maintaining the agenda, as that One Piece meme.
And so they're willing to be partisan about basic weather events that are happening to the entire country and really the whole
honestly,
world.
Yeah. If what the fuck?
So
what's the Nazi's name in JoJo again?
No, not Polnareff.
No,
Speedwagon.
You're slandering Speedwagon and you're slandering Polnareff. It's like fucking. Oh, I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Stroganoff.
Yeah, that guy. Stroganoff. Let's say that. Beef Stroganoff.
What we know now is
if
that
Beef Stroganoff was written accurately, he would have been like, the fucking Pillar Man outbreak is the libs' fault. Actually, the communists' fault. Or they would do what they actually were doing in that show, I think, which was trying to basically like study them to like use them for their advantage, right? Which is what Nazis do in like every piece of fiction. Like we're coming, we want to control.
We're studying the occult.
Fantastic. Well, we did our patented off-topic yap, but it was at the very end
about politics. We're growing.
We are growing. That was pretty goddamn on topic until the very end there, so that was pretty good actually. I have a little bit of art shout-outs to do, and then we can skididdly daddle. I'm so fucking hungry too. The almonds did not say shit.
Same here.
All right, so we don't have a lot this time.
Because our one of our resident artists was doing a lot of adult art and nothing that we can show on YouTube.
It's true, but she does have this one, which is like pushing it. Go up to the USA. The USA one is fantastic. Oh
my lord.
It's there are two types of people that can enjoy art, right? And I used to be the type of person that was like, if the anatomy or the proportions were off from canon in any way, I'd be like, no, I can't enjoy this. That's not what USA looks like. But I've evolved. Like this is an alternate universe where she started eating a lot more donuts. I don't know.
This is her after having a few bunnies, a few little bunnies with Rentaro.
Oh yeah, well she starts acting a little bit more like a bunny and hopping with her hind legs. You know what I'm saying?
Doing some bouncing.
It's really nice. Cut to that meme with the guy that like comes up and licks the desk after the girl gets off of it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Cut to me. I'm about to be the fucking kid from Christmas Story the way I'm licking that pole.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stuck in there for a different reason. Not from the cold.
Shoutouts to Evelyn, as always. Genuinely, Evelyn fucking cooks out like another piece like every day.
Michelin star meals, and like a ridiculous rate.
What do you make of this? Are you at the I don't even know what to call this. The one with Saki and Matsuri.
Yeah, Matsuri. Yeah, there's like it's a little hard to read.
I can't read what it says.
The second bit. Like, I mean, I see Saki saying you want some.
Yep. Huh? And then
Bellend? Right Bellend. He's saying right Bellend with a strong English accent.
Right Bellend?
Right Bellend.
Oh, you're a right Bellend, I see. What is she offering her?
A stick. Maybe some, probably fries. Might be.
Why is Matsuri mad about this? I don't understand. I should have
It's because it's Saki. It's just because it's Saki.
Yeah. Don't you dare offer me fries. Fuck you, bitch. And then I asked Bernardo to send his 3 favorites because he's shat out like fucking 20 in the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. This is incredible. Oh my!
I remember seeing this one on the Reddit for the subreddit for the series. Like, I mean,
Jesus. Let's talk about this, right? These are the adults, and there are younger adults. There's your Tamas, there's your Kishikas, but these are the our age adults.
Yes,
these are adults that you and I could date.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan of everything that's happening here, right? One, it's like the wedding outfits. So like this is it invokes imagery in your mind of like this is when they get married, and like you have to assume when they get married they're gonna have to wait until like the age gap is like semi-societally appropriate, or they just won't give a fuck because they'll have so much political power.
If they wait too long, they're gonna have menopause and they won't even be able to have babies at all.
That's true. That's very important to some of them here. But either way, it's very hot to imagine because like at this point, let's say they get married right when Rentro's 18, right? So Rentro would be 18. They're like all approaching or in their 30s, and like you just have that group back there, and every single one of them in this shot looks horny as fuck. Like this is the like bedroomized like now that the wedding's over, can we get to the hotel? Please?
This is Bernard was referencing a quintessential quintuplets art piece where I mean, he did a really good job. I'll say that much.
God, can we shout the fuck out Momoha's wedding dress? Jesus.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like I invite you to my wedding and Allie fucking walks out like that.
You're like, well, I mean, if she's okay with it, it's like
the confidence. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's mine, and I'm hers. You know what? It's only fair. I'll come out with like a fucking banana hammock, or what do they call it? My dick.
Wow, yeah.
You know what that is?
Yes.
Oh Lord. I genuinely love this one a lot. There's a. Hold on a second. What's going on with Hikari's? Oh, that's her hair, bro. I thought she had little Sukuna mouths on her cheeks.
That'll be the more mouths to kiss you with, dear Rentaro.
Horrific. Big fan. I've always been a big fan of the fucking like finger in mouth, pulling mouth aside a little bit pose in anime. Hanako-kun in Toilet Bound does that a lot.
I'm actually correlating. He did a good job correlating the GFs to the quintessential quintuplets.
Honestly, he did.
Natty's very sporty. She's in Yotsuba's place, and Yotsuba's a very sporty girl. Himari is in Miku's place, and Miku's a bit of a more quiet, kind of laid back girl.
About to bounce on that shit the only way I know how to. Cowgirl.
Yeah. Yes.
Kimari is looking very like, presumably she's reacting to something like, oh, it's societally frowned upon, the age gap. But
we like Rentaro made sure to wait just for it to be legally, but age had to be legally long, small enough for it to not be questionable, but still big enough that Kimari can get off to it. Because if it was totally above board, and she'd be like,
her parents are in the crowd, like looking disapprovingly, and she's getting off.
Like half disapprovingly, but like kind of had like it's
at this
halfway.
Point, they're like okay.
Because they follow religiously, like the age,
the court
math thing, age math thing. Where it's your age plus 7 years, and like it's just on the edge, so we're kind of okay with it, but also really teetering, so we're kind of not okay with it.
It's like it's so interesting because it would be for these girls, it would be for these women, it would be like the opposite of the normal dynamic, which is like because you hear a lot about like, oh, this like old guy is this like 50-year-old's dating like a 25-year-old, and it's like right? It's like totally the opposite dynamic where it's like all these like adult ass 30-year-old women have like snatched up an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Nothing to say, motherfucker.
No, I mean I laughed, but
you did, but I mean, I was waiting for your, something.
I guess the joke train is closing. Is starting to close, unfortunately.
I'll say, I mean, it is unfortunately one of those things that is hot in one direction but gross in the other, and it's not fair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It should be hot in both directions. But
it should be hot. No,
I had to give the disclaimer before I couldn't just say that.
I'll say, I've said this before, it's only hot in 100 Girlfriends because we have the context to know that it is a perfectly wholesome, no toxic at all relationship. That really is like why it works, like if you just presented a context where it's like, there's this like Japanese kid who's like amassed 100 girlfriends and the ages are wildly varied. I think without the context of how perfect he is, you'd be like, ugh, but like
people would be like, they'd be calling it het slav. They'd be saying they're all like, what's the word? Not delusion. Brainwashed. Yes, brainwashed into loving him.
Listen, just because of how math and time works, they're objectively going to be fucking each other more than they're fucking him.
Yeah.
It's not
for fuck's sake, like Hikari, if you really want to get freaky, you got Karne, maybe get freaky with. You got like Momoha, if you want to make it like really, freaky, use some teacher-student romance shit.
This is why I like fiction, man. It's so hot in fiction, but then in real life, you think about all these pesky things like like toxic dynamics and power
grooming
dynamics, and but in fiction, my God, is it hot?
Right.
Anything else?
What am I even say? This is why we invented fiction, at all, just so we can indulge in crazy fantasies. Would be very dangerous.
You think Mary Shelley
was horror, whether it's Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley was like sexually into Frankenstein?
I mean, perhaps. I I don't know enough about her.
A young
sexual
sheltered
proclivities
woman in
to
the
say.
1800s,
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to.
Well, I mean, actually, Mary Shelley was kind of progressive. She was doing some like out of wedlock relationships.
True.
Like she was living in a house with her boyfriend without marrying him.
My God,
very scandalous.
You could kill a motherfucker for that.
Yeah, in some places, yeah.
Next, you're telling me she's showing ankle.
Yeah,
I bet she showed ankle like a slut.
Right. Yeah, just very, very demurely lifting up the hem of her very short, scandalously short skirt.
I fucking drop a.
And then writing books about
having thoughts.
Yeah, okay,
showing ankle.
I'm not sure if because this is often a time when like the woman who wrote Pride and Prejudice, I think, was also doing her things.
A lot of them used. I guess maybe she didn't. But like a lot of them would use male names, right?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I mean,
that even happens today. Like I can't remember how to pronounce her name. Hiromu Aka something. The person who writes
Hiromu Arakawa.
Yeah. She pretended to be a guy for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my favorite because I was OG Bleach fan. Fucking incredible. Yeah. Incredible stuff.
Sen Bonezaka, and they look suspiciously.
Oh my God.
A little bit.
Oh my
God. Like a dildo.
Oh my God.
Sen Bone Dildo.
I didn't even
dildo.
fucking notice that.
Yeah, I literally just saw it because I just saw it now, because I've seen the image like a few times today, but no, my brain made that connection because the branches,
the clit stimulators, and
yep.
everything.
Yeah, the branches. That's what did it. That the
wow.
little.
I'm sorry, I'm just losing my mind at that. Wow, I didn't even notice.
We have to ask him. Bernardo,
it's gotta be intentional because in Bleach they're
all the same.
In Bleach they just look like swords.
Yes,
wow. That's
her Zanpakuto was like it's. Unfortunately,
Makes
I
a bunch of fucking
Japanese
fat cocks to fuck her. That's so epic. There's a really good I don't even know what you call it. It's like a series of it's like a 4-panel comic that someone I'd have to find it. I have it saved on Rule 34. Where Nico Robin from One Piece, you know what her power is, right? Like sprouting
multiple arms.
She's like using that to like fuck herself, like in like a bunch of creative ways. So good. Like the way because that power is like made for secret masturbation.
Oh yeah, yep.
God. So I love the idea of basically her standing there and just like fucking like rising one of these from the ground, like up beneath her dress.
Yeah, she just sits on it like
dildo sitting, my beloved. Speaking of sitting, speaking of someone who's got a face like she might be sitting on a dildo. Ooh, look at her, beautiful,
Miss Doki Doki Meru Club over here.
I love this too because this is the part where you're floating in the void of space with her because you've deleted the whole.
She's breaking the fourth wall now, and it makes sense because Meru is a storyteller. She's a writer artist.
She's also one of the ones that consistently breaks the fourth wall. Her and Momoji. Yeah. I like and by the way, she also would because this is the part of the game where Monica yaps at you for there's like hours of dialogue that Monica has. Some of the have I ever read I probably have. I love some like Monica's dialogue in this is like built to go like whoa. It's basically I'm 13 and this is deep shit, but it's like I'm gonna elevate it. I'm gonna give it a bit of credit. It's like I'm 16 and this is deep shit.
Yes.
The next evolved level of that. There's some good stuff. Like she talks about like how you know what? There's no better time to do it. I'm gonna bring up my favorite Monica line. She talks about how like
okay.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's been a while since I saw any. The last playthroughs I saw were before the I guess definitive edition came out, so I don't know. The original sort of standard one didn't have as many original Monica lines.
The one that I really like is where she's talking about how she can't really enjoy life because all she can do is think about how she's like a net negative on the whole world.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, this is I'm 16 and this is deep. Say something while I find this.
Okay. Well, this was a joke that I was going to bring up at some other point if it didn't come up organically.
Fantastic.
But yeah, now I have the chance to do it. Like I mentioned it, I think earlier in the review, but I mean, like this whole chapter is exactly why Nakamura should be rereading his manga more often. Like I suggested in the whatever our last group stream was. But yeah, it's like maybe if he did, he wouldn't have given Kishika that old Yigi ass birth date, or better yet, maybe Nurse Gi would have an actual fucking character arc by now. Raida, like
Raida. Yeah, he has to. I agree. He's got to do like the Oda thing and have like a fucking like sticky note wall, I think.
Yeah, that too.
Found it. All right, this is my favorite. I'm gonna read this. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? And I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing we do is special. Just being in school or working some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate, but the older I get, the more I realize it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can go and just change the world. Like, what are the chances I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself, and those who happen to be their friends just because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire lives taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize that the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I'd be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right?
Yeah, Monica does seem like exactly the type of person who would have that
kind of
net
thought.
negative, net positive type of framework. That's something I've never been able to relate to at all. That feeling of like I need to justify my existence.
Oh yeah,
like,
I didn't ask to be fucking
bro, I
born.
exist.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, but
I mean, I do want to do good shit, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't need to. I don't
very
need to
unrelatable.
Prove my worth to, because that's actually a very very capitalist mindset, right? To like, you got to be efficient enough. Yeah.
Add enough value, enough objective value, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like as if anyone could. Well, not at this point where we have our own philosophy.
Well, that's beautiful. This is the chaos of the squared. We were extra squared earlier. We got to add some chaos. By the way, reason I bring up that line, one, because I've always loved it, but two, it really, Meru fits like crazy for Monica.
Yes, Meru.
Doesn't that feel like something she'd say?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the only reason she hasn't said that because Nakamura hasn't had the thought to give her that line.
Oh my god, dude!
It actually really makes sense in the context of the manga because that's a perfect example for Rentaro to come and say like, if I felt like that, then I would be like everyone else who thinks you can only love one person, and it's impossible for to have you can only have one love, and it gets split between however many people you ever know. Like I believe that love is like
it's sure an infinite resource. It's not finite.
Yeah. And so for a similar reason, like. Okay, I'm having a hard time marrying.
It's because we're getting hungry. Our neurons are not connecting properly.
Yeah, but yeah, he'd find a way to sort of gently and lovingly sort of dismantle the viewpoints of Meru and I guess by proxy, Monica and everyone else who thinks like her.
Yeah. Agreed. That'd be a great. I would love, much like we had like Momoji getting carpal tunnel, Hikari's extra horny chapter. I would love a Meru extra depressed chapter.
Yeah, like she gets like something happens or it stops her from being able to make art, and she's just sitting there going like, and that I mean
because that's her like reason for hanging on to life is making art, like literally.
Yeah,
which I know find relatable.
Yeah, but yeah, the reasons were that, and I wouldn't find it relatable, but yeah. But because I'm one of the people who's like, if there's one minute difference between you and me, then I'm like, okay, we're totally different human beings, and I don't relate to you at all. But that's not a problem because we're all individual. We're all what's the word, like incommensurately individual, and to me that's not like a problem. That's
cool.
Reality.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah. But to some people, they're like, that's awful because it means there's no way for there's no it's infinite strife and no way for humans, like no hope of humans kind of coming together and putting aside our differences,
looking past all of the moments in human history where people who are very different have like worked together for the common good. No, in terms of our relationship, I've always enjoyed how different we are. Like there's multiple moments where we come at things from an entirely different perspective, and then we have fun like discussing those different perspectives.
And we don't rip each other apart. We're not like you are not a clone of me, therefore you are wrong. Like
it's a very important lesson. I'll say this one last thing to shout out. It's not in this chat, but Puzzlehead in the Discord has been writing a fanfic, and I really like it. I gave it a read. I gave part 1 of it a read, and it's an OC about a girl with like extremely good luck. It's 100 Girlfriends OC, obviously. And the idea, and that's an idea I've seen before. Like, I've seen like first thing I think of is like a Deadpool 2, the movie Deadpool 2, where with Domino.
Yeah, I'm also thinking of the Danganronpa characters with the class of Danganronpa characters who are all about luck.
Perfect. But so how whatever characters you're thinking about luck, Puzzle takes it further in like that perfect 100 Girlfriends way. And if you want to read this, by the way, it's pinned in self-promotion in our server.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out.
And what's cool too is that his because I'm a procrastinator, like a bad procrastinator, and but then when I found out that his chapters are like, it's like Goosebumps chapters, like where you can read read a chapter in like 5 minutes. So his chapters are really short,
flash fiction,
really digestible. Let me make sure that I actually have this pinned. I'm pretty sure I do. Pinned in self-promotion. Yep, there's part 1 and part 2 pinned in self-promotion. And so
yep, let me open that real quick.
One of the things I like about how he writes her is this luck. One, it's like plagued her entire life, and she actually hates it, and she's desperate to kind of feel something, right? She feels like as though all of her accomplishments are not real, which literally that's true. She and like but like the luck that she gets is like an insane level. He shows an example of like she works at a shrine, and her parents are like shrine keepers of the luck god, which is like perfect, right? Because she's been born under like a lucky star, basically. So it's like real actual magic. Like she's genuinely is lucky, and also it like expands like the pantheon, I suppose, which for people that are interested
of gods,
in that.
Yeah. But and lore, yeah.
Indeed.
But lore.
Where it really captured me was the very end of chapter 1, where she so there's a little bit of like skirting around the zing. Like she sees Rentaro from afar, but they don't make eye contact. And then there's a moment where, and she's her job is to like sweep the path, like sweep the leaves off the path. And he talks about how like the wind, before she can even get to the leaves, the wind takes them off the path. Like that's the level of luck we're dealing with. Like this isn't like subtle luck. Like it's like everything in her life. Like,
this is not me talking bad on Pex. Wait, we wrote you right.
This is Puzzlehead. But before you're about to say, because I know what you're about to say. You're about to say I've seen characters like this before.
Yes.
There's I haven't gotten to the shoe yet. The shoe drop. To me, the shoe drop. Well, I guess maybe you'll still say it, but to me, I really enjoy this end of chapter 1. Whatever. I really enjoyed the end where basically something happens where she trips. She's falling back and she's tripped and she's falling backwards, and she has never tripped in her life. She's like, I think she's approaching like 18. So like, this is my favorite part in the whole chapter 1, where she's like falling back and she's just like excited she's like, oh my god, hell yeah, and she just like lets it happen. She basically just like, yes, something in my life that's going wrong, it's like that's the level of good like luck that this has been. But it turns out the trip was so that she could zing with Rentaro, right?
So it was just luck in
exactly. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I am. Yes, I'm going to say that is something that happens. That Danganronpa character that I was thinking of, but I mean, that's not. Yeah, that's not a slight against.
No one can be 100% original.
Thinking of like.
All I'm saying is I really enjoyed, and I've only read part 1, but I really, really enjoyed how he wrote her, because I've seen luck characters before, but usually the perspective I see luck characters from is like they're like kind of bored with it, whereas like this character is like, just actually like she hates it. She's like desperate because there's more that I haven't even gone into, like when she's like trying to get to the leaves before the wind gets them off. There's scenes where she's like taking her foot and trying to block the wind from making the leaves go so that she can sweep them. Like, so she's like actively at a point in her life where she is like purposely trying to have bad luck. She's like noting the good luck happening and trying to sabotage it, which I think is a really interesting dynamic.
Honestly, yeah. If it is, yeah, it's just
oh, yes.
Story. Yeah.
You cut off a touch there. Can you say it one more time?
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it's only like 5 pages, so yeah, it's a very bite-sized story. And I can.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and from what I've seen, it does look like it's
well written
really competently.
Yeah. So anyway, I enjoyed it way more than I expected to, because like it's always a coin flip when you read fanfic. I love it anyway, because like anyone writing, I think it's really cool, and you have to start somewhere. And,
yeah.
I know it all too well. I mean, I was terrified to put shit out for a long time, but I read it and I was actually like, I think it takes a lot of skill to write, especially, I don't know how much Puzzle's written. I haven't talked to him as much about like how long he's been writing, but it does take a lot of skill to write and just make you like a character, because it is just words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was impressed. I instantly liked her, and I was really excited to see like how her dynamic with the family is, because you could already it really does fit in with like what Nakamura does in canon, where it's like it's a gimmick that I could see infinite possibilities for in the series,
and also taken to its utter absurd extremity kind of thing.
Yeah, that was to me the most impressive part of Puzzle's fic here, is that he perfectly captures the Nakamura style, which is what I try to do while mixing in my own, obviously, when I write 100 Girlfriends, right? It's like, okay, what's cool about 100 Girlfriends is that you can have serious storytelling, but you can mix in ridiculous shit, and like that balance is how you get the Nakamura style. So yeah, I just wanted to shout that out. I really enjoyed that. That's pinned in.
Yeah, and yes, if you want to read that, there's only one way to do that. You got to join our Discord.
It's true. And I know he's put out a part 3 as well, so I'll make sure to pin that as well. Yep.
Nice.
I'll have to find that later. So yeah, final thoughts, my friend. Very good.
Season 3, woo!
Oh yeah, so look forward. We're going to attempt, and we'll see. Oh, what just went badoo?
I just saw Moonlight's already got his out. Bro's out here just
really mocking us.
Yes,
hyper mocking us. Something.
Yes.
My computer just went badoo, but it seems as though we're still recording. So maybe I just clicked something. I don't know what went badoo, but it scared me. Badoo. All right, well, but yeah, anyway, so we're going to be doing, we're going to attempt some anime reaction / videos as well. We'll see how those go. We're new to them, so it'll be an experiment for us. So look forward to those as well later in the week. But yeah, I'd say if you want to prove to us that you are not a loose, vulgar subscriber, or I'm sorry, that you're not a loose, vulgar viewer, you should
make sure
marry yourself to our channel and subscribe. And if you want to give me a little peck on the cheek before you go to work, like a good partner, why don't you hit that like button?
And maybe you can even kind of hype us up a little bit, just blow some smoke up our ass and just hit that button, hype button.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the hype button. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube is adding more methods of engagement.
Send us some jewels.
Yeah. Next we're gonna have like an actual like kiss button to like kiss the video.
It'll like if you have like one of those Elon Musk brain chips, you'll actually feel the kiss on your cheek. Fantastic. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.